Yeah. Okay, game one is starting. Are you in?
Yep. Should be. Just got to get capture age up. Should be really interesting series today. Uh, because the players who are facing up against each other right here played very differently in their quarterfinals.
Yep.
Tato, he went two all-ins against the Viper and
Yeah.
really surprised Viper, and I think probably surprised all of us because we weren't seeing that type of strategy in the prior rounds. And
Exactly.
then Valis just played full macro style, like macro defense, and he showed how good he is at preventing himself from being broken, I guess. So I'm excited. Should be a great series here.
Indeed, Valas did play amazing, and Tata played in the ways that we all dream about, right? This is how we imagine Arena,
Yep.
with all-in pushes, with 1TC economy. Like, that was great, and I was super hyped to see Tato yesterday, and let's see if we can get some of that today. And it seems like he has a perfect C for that, right? One of his favorite Civs.
Yeah, this will be it immediately a strategy that's going to have to bring Valis out of his shell a little bit, right? Because when I think Valis, it's 2 to 3 TCs, fighting for relic control, and then really good timings on forward castles, if that's correct, or just Imperial Age compositions. But when you have the Cumans can make that second TC in feudal, and almost always you have to pressure them, otherwise you will regret it later. So what do you think is best? Like, do you think there's a world where you can just go fast castle as Slavs here and just go 3 TCs? Or is that bad? And if that's bad, what would you think Valis is going to consider here?
I think Valas will go Lycav, unfortunately. But if I was in his shoes, I would definitely use a Slav chip siege to try and push as soon as possible, like while Tato is still in Feudal Age, forward the barracks, forward the siege workshop and monastery, and try to do damage.
Okay.
But Tato's map is actually quite perfect. Oh man, look what's coming. Oh boy.
Oh, he's
We
going.
are not gonna get a feudal boom. He's gone on stone.
Why would he go? Oh, so he's gonna go
I
fast
think
castle
it's a
Kipchaks?
Tato. No. I think it's a Tato feudal age rush with the siege workshop and towers. I think so. I might be wrong, but if he clicks up now, it definitely is.
Yeah. I
And
mean, the fact
clicking,
he's gone to
oh boy.
stone right now would tell us that it would probably be something where he'd need the stone sooner rather than later. And wow, this is what's so cool about Tato, right? And like sometimes you'll see examples of it where you say, "Well, Tato, why would you even try that? That's too crazy." But I wasn't sure if he would have any new strategies in mind for today. I thought like, okay, he used his best 2 strats to beat Viper, and then against Valis and everybody else, he's just going to use known strategies. But is this going to be Siege Workshop? There's no way he goes Siege Workshop here, right?
Why would he go on stones then? He's definitely going for a siege workshop. Like, you cannot take that wall down with villagers, because we made the wall in Masters of Arena with double HP, with 1800
Yeah,
HP.
exactly.
But with Rams, it's a different story, right?
All right, so
And he's gone
every time I've seen someone try and execute this, they always forget the blacksmith first. That's really what hurts the whole strategy, is the fact that you need a blacksmith before a siege workshop. So that's 350 wood you're putting into simply getting a siege workshop. And that's even before you talk about the Rams. But you can go Rams and feudal with Cumans, like you said. Surely Tato knows the walls have 1800 HP, right? He should know that.
He knows, of course. Like, we didn't see a single trash. At least I didn't see a single trash in this tournament.
Yeah.
But I also saw Tato trying to do this in Valhalla versus 1800 HP walls. And that was really weird. So
I was going to say, keyword trying. Did that work?
No, he actually didn't do a tower. He just randomly sent 4 villagers to attack a wall without a tower even.
Okay.
It was quite bizarre, but...
well,
but yeah.
I mean, I'm excited that we're seeing something different, but I don't like the strategy. I think it's bad. I think it's best for you to just use all your villagers to go 2 TC boom. He is trying to go... He's basically trying to apply pressure while also booming, which I understand. And if it was 900 HP walls, I would like it a whole lot more. But this is essentially Tato trying to create some type of distraction for Valis to have to deal with an early Castle Age to give the rest of his economy time at home. But if there's any like excessive amounts of TC idle time for Tato throughout this, I will come back and just say that's probably because he's got some of his economy forward right now. But he's on his way through. He's 500 HP down on that wall already.
It will take some time, right?
Yep.
It's exactly the reason why those walls are there, to deny this strategy, but Tato is still trying. I thought we will see Siege Workshop, but yeah, as you said, he even doesn't have a blacksmith.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not gonna be that easy.
Yeah, I think I
But
prefer this over the Siege Workshop, right? Because he's at least put the wood into the town center, so his economy can be better.
Valas rewalling. Oh boy.
Dude, this happened to me. You know me, dude. I will trush a clown every now and then. And because arrows don't do any damage, it seems like these days, this has happened to me so many times. And yeah, he just adds a wall, doesn't lose a villager because he wasn't in it that big of a rush. He was able to get loom. And Tato's whole strat looking pretty foolish right now, if you ask me.
Yeah. Yeah, his tower, I don't know, maybe it's to distract Valas. Like, maybe Tato thought, okay, this is not going to work anyway, but I have a plan. I'm gonna take map control with one tower, I'm gonna do a field boom behind that.
Yep.
That way I kind of secure the relic, because you see Valas is not going for scout opening. He went for market and blacksmith, so
That's
his
true.
plans totally changed.
Yeah, it could be that Tato understands that he probably isn't going to do much damage with this, but he wants to change the opponent's strategy, yeah. And like,
or Tato just forgot. That's also possible.
Yeah, it's possible as well. He's halfway through this wall, but at this point, Valis, I don't think he needs to worry about Tato coming through. I think he just has to add a Siege Workshop. And my guess is, though, it'll be a Siege Workshop, and it will be a boom, right? I mean, he could... I know what you would do. You would go Siege. You would make like 2 mangonels, and you'd already have the monks waiting. And you'd probably even add a barracks to protect your monks. And you would just turn this into an all-in siege push across the map. But...
Kumans, it's dangerous, right? Because they get to Castle Age, they do a castle at home, and then your push is useless. But yeah, cleaning the tower, I mean, he's rushing to do that, but it might be a bit of an overinvestment, because he's now going to waste 200 wood on a Siege Workshop, then 160 more wood, and 135 gold on a Mangonel, and he'll probably do 2. So all of that to kill 1 tower.
Yeah. It is interesting. And so, like, I kind of like in Tato's strategy more and more, if that's the case, right?
Yeah.
Tato also was able to kill his opponent's scout a moment ago. Apologies if you mentioned that and I didn't realize, but that's a really big deal. The fact that he has the human scout out there, which is a bit faster than normal scouts. And now Valis probably won't even think he can get relics. So he's probably just going to stay in his base this whole time, allowing Tato to do whatever he wants with the map.
He isn't even adding a monastery. The question is if he'll do a Sancted Mangonel or not. I think he will. Tato is almost in, but he needs to be careful.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, now we just go back and... okay, he's not doing a second Mangonel, so that's good.
And Tato's like, do I stay here? Do I just run? He's adding a barracks in the middle, so he might consider a stable follow-up. And yeah, these 3 villagers are just basically hoping to hold this area for as long as possible so he can make those buildings. A small thing I would have liked to see from Tato is to make the barracks at home with like 3 or 4 vills. And then have the stable going up in the middle. Because I feel like 1 villager doing it all could be a bit slower. But he's actually bringing 2 more vills, now that I say that. That's interesting.
Okay, probably gonna do a tower somewhere next, and mine's forward stone. I don't know. But yes, that tower, I mean, is it only me? I talked about it yesterday, but it seems like towers don't kill villagers these days. Like, it's a recent change or something. I'm not sure if you know.
It's projectiles. No, it's projectiles. TCs as well. Like, TCs will do lots of damage if you're at max range. But if you're right next to the TC or even underneath it, you will have many instances where you actually don't take any damage from the arrows, which doesn't make any sense. So,
but it's a new thing, or like...
It's new-ish. I think, honestly, that and some of the pathing issues that I think have been more present have all been introduced in the Xbox patch. Which was, what, like 6-7 months ago? Maybe more now? I forget.
Yeah, quite a while ago.
But I don't know that for certain, but I do know that it's at least becoming way more clear to me that towers and TCs are just not doing what they should be doing, at least in my point of view. So yeah, it's a bit annoying, right? Because like sometimes The TC one's the worst for me. Because if someone's right underneath your TC and you garrison and you don't do any damage or even just one arrow hits, it's like what was I supposed to do there? Just let him walk under and hit my goats?
Well,
What's going on?
You could play arena and then your TC is safe, right?
I guess that's true.
So yeah, Tato is on the way to Castle Age, and he's heavy on the stone, and he's indeed taking the stone in the middle, D2 scouts, so that's perfect. He has full map control with the investment of 1 tower, so I think his strategy was actually super worth it.
Yeah, and what he really wants is he wants a forward castle here, and I think Valis should recognize that that's what humans typically want. He doesn't know that there's that many villagers forward, but he did see the scouts. So I think Tato should just place a castle where it can't be denied by the siege. And then you're fine.
Exactly. He doesn't see the stone, Tato, which is a bit of a shame, 1 tile away. So he doesn't know to place a castle there, so he probably will try to place it on the gate or something. But, yeah, I think he'll do a safe one for sure. He could even do a siege workshop already if he has the wood to be able to do insta mangonels, but it's not there yet.
And he's going to drop a market.
Do you think he'll go to imp straight, like 2-tone centers, or add more economy here?
Definitely. I think humans are at their best when they go 2 TC feudal age boom into a fast imp behind a castle drop. I think that's the best thing, because it's like the longer the game goes, the better Slavs probably are, right? And I think Valis, I don't know if you noticed it, but he was considering there doing like a double gate thing to try and somehow open up these walls to allow the mangonels to come further out here. But it seems like Tata's castle spot is just about perfect.
Yeah, that's a classic Viper move from previous tournaments. So the castle's going up.
That's perfect. Yeah, and then you can threaten your way into your opponent's base. So even if you just have 1 unit garrisoned in that castle, Valis has to respect that there could be multiple kip checks going to run in, because the wall piece will get shot down. So you prep and defend for that potential. And then all behind it, Tato's on the way to the Imperial Age, which at the very least will lead to him trebbing down one of, actually maybe even 2 of Valis' town centers here. And I just, Valis is catching up economically, but I really struggle to think of what he can do right now to, get his way out of this hole. It's really tricky.
Yeah, he's in trouble, especially if Tato does a second castle a bit later, because he's still heavy on the stone. And I think it's perfect play by Tato. Like, we made fun of you not remembering and stuff like that, but that's a perfect strategy.
Yeah.
Because if this is playing normal and both boom, and Valas gets to Halbeso, Tato is kind of screwed there. Like, it's a very tough composition for Kumans to stop. So as long as Valas is still in Castle Age, Tato is in a perfect position.
You know what kills this, but it's probably too late for it, is 5 rams and a bunch of pikes.
From Valas, yeah, but
it's too late now.
We're not there, yeah.
And Tato will have a couple kip checks too, but yeah, probably too late. Tato getting upgrades. Remember, the kip check does not benefit from bracer. They don't have bracer, so it's a little bit weaker with the fast imp plays, but the good thing about the kip check is it's relatively cheap and it fires insanely fast. So if you have good micro, which Tato does, you can get good value from it here.
Yeah, and look what he's doing. Tato 2 petards. He will try to make a sneaky attack, but that's why he should have had a forward outpost. Because now he's gonna run straight into a DC, which is a shame.
Yep. Exactly. It's not what he would really want here. He's not gonna. I mean, he could run around, but it's probably too risky. He sees the TC now, and he sees Valis has already prepped walls behind. Valis could even add another house to make sure this unit's path into the TC.
Yeah.
He's going to try and re-wall it here. Okay, that's one way to do it.
It's a dangerous castle. He's diving. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Okay.
He'll get it.
And the mangonels are going to go down. And the castle will absolutely go up. This is horrible for Valis. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, those petards were super worth it in the end. Like, just to make sure that castle goes up. I love it.
Tato has now made 2 petards minimum in the last 3 Masters of Arena games. When we need to get a statistician on this. When's the last time someone has won 3 straight games with 2 petards minimum? I mean, we're maybe getting ahead of ourselves here. He is behind economically, but this position is super strong for him.
Well, in Clown Cup 2, you could do petards or saboteurs from yurts, so
Yeah, true.
that was something.
I want to see that and/or Walhalla come back. Walhalla was amazing. I would love to see that again. I love those maps.
Yeah, well, Hala was great, and I hope we'll be able to host it again. So yeah, Valas is in trouble. He's on the way to Imp, but Tato is putting all the pressure.
And he's going to be down to 1 TC, actually. So Tato will actually surpass him in economy. And Tato does not need to dive in and pressure anymore. He can, right? He can calculate it, but realistically, he's going to have all 5 relics. He's going to have a better economy. He has full map vision, so he could really just think about things other than just the kip checks. Maybe he could go for his own Onager once his eco gets a bit stronger. Humans do have Siege Onager.
Oh man, but he's gonna lose the Siege Workshop that he's doing the Onager upgrade. That's
that hurts
that's
so
quite
bad. Yep. I think he'll realize it too. I think he's already realized, and he's gonna have to cancel it here in a second.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or it'll get canceled for him.
50% canceled.
Yep. And there was no promise that would actually bring him out of this situation. It was already going to be rough. And there he clicks it again. That one could also be Trep down, honestly. Wow, this is great from Tato. So the forward tower, it just prevented Valis from playing scouts, which is what you had thought he would want to do. And it turned it into a boom game for him, and the humans win the boom game, it seems.
Yeah,
Impressive.
already added the 30C Tato. Like, that was a beautiful mind game move by Tato. Like, that's why he's, in my eyes, the most creative player in D. Like,
yeah, I agree. He's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I love watching him.
Yeah, I mean, who would have thought he would have beat Viper the way he did, right? And Viper didn't play bad. Like, Viper just played normal arena strategy in his series against Tato. But Tato was able to smash that. And
well, Viper was not in his best form in Masters of Arena. He struggled in all the sets, I think. Like,
agreed. Yeah.
3-2 versus Blackheart, 3-2 versus Valas, reverse sweep against the ACCM, and Tato is a different story.
For sure. 4 traps from Tato, just slowly taking out all the buildings. Thank God Slavs get some population space for military buildings, because I think otherwise Valis would be housed.
Yeah.
He's got 5 onagers, 2 more on the way. Could flatten all these skip checks and treps. And then maybe there's a way back for Valis from there. A couple Lancers get into the Wood Eco. Tato sees the onagers. Will he use his trebs on the onagers here, or will he back away?
He's going back.
Oh, that's nice, too. He actually acted as if he was going to go in for the onagers just to give his trebs an extra second.
Yeah.
That was really smart.
Tato could actually go for his own onager. I mean, his economy is better now, actually. Yeah. So, humans do get siege owners as well. Not the greatest. I think they're like siege engineers.
But, all I know is they get siege onager. I never know if a civ gets siege engineers or not until I go to click it.
Me too. But I learned so many stuff during this tournament, like, since I've been casting so much.
Yeah.
There was basic stuff I was missing, and now I know stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he's made a lot of kip checks, and kip checks could be countered by onager. There's a chance back here for Valis. Tato's going Lancers as well, and we know he loves the Lancers, but Pikeman can deal with the Lancers. And now Siege Engineers is in for Valis. Really nice shot from him to try and find a moment. And big fight here.
Tato should shoot the onagers. That's what he's doing. I give up on that castle, try to get the onagers.
I can't tell if he is or not. It looks like he has, and Valis is trying to micro. All the pikes are gone, though. All the pikes are gone.
Worth it. Castle for all the military? Let's see.
Okay. Really interesting engagement here, just with the trebs on both sides. With the pikes being gone, the Lancers can really help against the onagers. Treb goes down for Valis. He's only got 2 remaining now. Onagers are going down. Oh, man. Disaster for Valis here. Tato holds.
Yeah. Do you dive now, like, versus the injured onagers, or too risky?
If I was versus you, I would have dove 5 minutes ago.
What? How dare you?
But
Apologize to my micro.
again, like 5 minutes, or sorry, against Valis, I think I just chill. You know, just don't take any risks. Add some stables.
Are you implying that Valas has better micro?
No. It's actually what it is I know when you micro, you don't macro. That's what it is. So anytime I force you to micro, I know your macro suffers.
Okay, so Tato is now 25 villagers ahead. That's massive. Like, and he has full map control, perfect castle at the back to secure the middle. Valas is in trouble.
Yeah. I like this from Valis, though, how he's using the walls that are still left to block off these this army from Tato. So it's actually a lot more difficult for Tato to engage. Tato does shoot down the walls, though.
Well, Valas has only one town center, so... Oh no, oh no, okay, they're not trapped. So the Lancers were trapped. Valas has only one town center, so it's really hard for him to get villager numbers up.
Yeah.
He's kind of stuck.
And gold, too, will be an issue for him if he doesn't push back this area, because he's taking gold right near where his traps are.
No. All the traps.
I think you just dive now if you're Tato, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Good splits. Man, Kipchaks do so little damage.
I hate Kipchaks.
I love Kipchaks, man.
What? It's that type of units that I die to and I lose with.
Yeah. Even just the Civ, right? Like, humans, if I try and boom with humans, I die. And if I try and stop someone booming with humans, I also die.
Exactly.
But what I like about the Kipchak is it matches the Cumans so nicely in terms of their timings. It really suits the Civ. Like, if you give Kipchaks to some other civilization, it wouldn't really fit as much for me. So thematically, they're nice, and they are quite cheap. Tato's been able to lose some, but still be fine here. And now Elite Kipchak's on the way. And we'll see if he still has Kipchaks remaining when he gets Elite, but he's still just holding this castle up.
Oh boy. Well, there is only one trap from Valas shooting, so Tato can... Oh, well, actually, that castle is almost dead. He needs to repair a bit better. Oh, he's out of stone. That's a dead castle.
Oh, panic repair. Gone.
Not too late.
Yep.
Okay.
I think Tato needs to stop making vills, and he needs to queue his own onager upgrade. Like, what's going on here? He's at 149 villagers, man.
Yeah, that's too many. That's too many. Big brain moves now. Add barracks. Do champions with the Kumans. Game over. Like, Valas has nothing to deal with that.
I think you could even go with your own halbs, right? Just to match the opponent's halbs.
Yeah. Anything would work. Like, even onagers, as you said, halbs still... just not Kipchaks and Lancers now. Even though that would work. But look, Valas already also switching to champions and rewalling, so...
If he rewalls... This is something I noticed he does really well. If he could rewall and then just get one big snowball of like 70 army, he could win this game. He has great patience, Valis. And I realized it when he was watching Barl's, like in the Sicilians Incas game. There's a lot of other things to talk about, but I noticed he was under pressure, and he just added another TC. He didn't rush First Crusade in that game, which I would have. I would have been like, give me army now. He just is able to just chill in moments where everyone else would be freaking out, and he's got 30 halbs now, 8 onagers. Getting some techs. He isn't rewalled yet, but I think Tato has been so late to getting any other type of military out here. He could possibly have some problems against this.
Ooh, good shot, yeah. Valas, again, should maybe add it on center or two. He needs, like, let's say 25 more villagers to recover his economy. But if he can hold, if he can get to that halb onager mass, he will be in a good position. But Tato, he's one of those players that knows how to deal with the situations, right? He will never take direct fights versus that military. I can see him doing soon Siege Workshop. Exactly, look, on the right side already. Siege Workshop on the right, he will do one on the left, he will do Rams, and he will try to overrun Valas, like overraid him from all sides, use his mobility, and he loves to do that.
I think Tato should win this game, but great job from Valis to hold on. And I also should point out Tato's relics, they haven't been moved yet. Okay, he's starting to grab some now, But remember that
Oh,
game
yeah.
against Viper, Britain's Ethiopians? He moved those relics right away.
Yeah, it's super important. He's doing it now. I don't think it's too late. Well, might lose 2 relics or 3 actually, because Velas is now getting siege onagers, so this is getting interesting.
It's getting really interesting just when he thought Valis was dead. He's back, baby. He's even getting Longsword too. He's taking gold in his base and the gold outside of his base. He's losing a lot of halbs, and now Tata's going to have some light cap going in to help against the siege. But in theory, Halb SO counters everything. It's just can you micro it properly? It's very difficult
You don't
to
need
do
to
so.
micro though. You don't need to micro. Look what he's done already. Castle in the north. Tato gonna take control of that stone and gold. Siege workshops on the right. He's doing the onager upgrade. He will start cutting into Valas' base and harassing him non-stop with faster units. This is how you play the later game if you cannot win early with Kulans.
How long is it going to take Valis to drop his own monastery here? Big attack rounds there. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
He has a monk on the way already.
I don't see him picking up a relic, so.
I don't know, dude.
Maybe
There's
one.
only 29 kip checks on the field, and there's 17 here. Like, Tato still doesn't have anything to address a death ball. And his castle, I mean, he'll have to use his trebs again, but he has fewer halberdiers, he has fewer upgrades on the halbs, and he doesn't have SO. Tato will lose his trebs here, too, if he doesn't back away right now. Valis could do this.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
This is doable for Valis. He's bringing it back, John Slow. Tato's trying to cut, and I love it, but he needed something to address the main army earlier, before it got to the siege onager.
That wasn't a cut, that was a floop. And it's fine again. Wow, I really cannot believe that Valas is doing this. And well, 1 relic for Valas, probably 2 now. I was wrong, you were right. Too many siege onagers, and that castle is going down. This is actually looking great for Valas all of a sudden.
Yeah, he's got 30 some farms, which has been enough for him. He's got wood, he's got gold, even has some stone. Tatos should be trying to utilize the cuts now in order to make this messy, because it gets really complicated for Valis to micro on the front if he has to look in his base. Look at that 1 halb from Tato. It is in the siege onager. It is in the siege onager, and it can't be killed. There we go.
Valas just got Druzina, which is super nice. And what I do want to see from him, though, is forward barracks now. He does have forward siege workshops.
Yeah.
But his barracks are so far at the back, and it's a long journey forward.
He's dropping a panic castle in his base because he saw Tato was cutting. Great play from both sides here, right? From Tato to cut, but also from Valis to react that way.
Yeah.
Tato is going to get the 4th relic in this moment here. So just use that time to have the possibility there, as he's also trying to onager cut the right side. So Valis you need to ignore the raids from Tato as much as possible, and you need to push the middle here. Like, you have to prioritize, obviously, how much army you send at home, which is not easy. But the last thing you want is try and stabilize your sides now. That's what Tato wants you to try and do. You have to push middle with whatever you've got.
There are already some hussars inside, not sure where they came from, but some halves are chasing. So Valas should be fine there. But, well, so far Valas is doing a decent job with 2 halves denying the cut on the right.
Yep.
With the castle denying the push on the left, and now Tato losing another trap to the siege onagers. He's in trouble.
There's no trebs for Valis anymore. He doesn't have a big ball of siege onagers anymore. He did lose a siege onager to hussars in his, the 4 hussars in his base, which was amazing for Tato. It's great value. And because there's no trebs to push, Tato can kind of just chill out now. He's going to get step husbandry, so units from his stables produce faster. And he's going to drop a castle that he really should otherwise not be dropping if his opponent had trebs right in front of his walls. But he knows his opponent doesn't have the trebs, so that's fine.
He should hurry up with that castle, maybe. Like, Valas military is super close, so it's dangerous. Okay, it's a cut on the right.
Yep.
Tato is very close. Valas should see that. Yeah, he can
Wheelbarrow, John Slow.
Oh no.
Wheelbarrow. No wonder Tato didn't have more food.
He got a run with the Kipchucks now. No, cut and run.
He's trapped.
Oh, well.
That's a big shot. He still needs to cut through, though, right? Or
He
maybe
needs
not.
to cut through.
Wow, that was sick micro.
Oh, but he should kill the onager. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's perfect for Tato.
That was bad.
Also, Tato using Halbs to attack the other siege onagers in the middle.
That's huge for him.
Yeah, really good stuff.
1, 2. What? Okay, 2. And Tato is in. But...
Well,
he's just standing there.
To be fair, there's not a lot there, really. There's like a couple farmers exposed. It's kind of interesting. Valis is just trying to clear up Tato on that other side right now with his siege onagers and trebs. He's not pushing middle at all, which makes you worried for him because I feel like he had to push middle sooner rather than later here.
But those traps are super exposed, and well, actually no, the Hussars clean their onagers.
Yep. Tato doing an amazing job. 200 population. Kipchak spreading out in the back of Valis' base, which Valis has to respect. Valis going to lose his castle in the other area of his base, where there's Hustlers on his wood line. And while he did an impressive job getting to this stage, because it didn't look too good, I feel as though Valis is going to have to tap out here shortly. Tato's just all over him. He's got 3 different angles to work from.
That's exactly what I was talking about earlier. This is how Tato loves to play this kind of matchups.
Yep.
You just don't let your opponent breathe. Yeah, Valas can think about a big death ball in the middle, but Tato just doesn't care. He ignores it. And he just overruns you from 3 different angles, and you are in trouble.
Somehow still 2k gold for Valis, which is nuts to me. He is almost out of gold to mine. He's got like 30 villagers on 2 tiles outside of his gates in the middle. That's not going to last long. But, you know, first game of what will be a very long series here, John Slow, and a very interesting game. And I'm happy that this is the Tato that showed up today. I'm sure he's going to have some other tricks up his sleeve.
Yeah. Tato is super fun to watch. And yeah, I just hope it will be a long series as well. I'm sure. Well, Valas is playing amazing, despite not looking too good right now. But his hold was very impressive. And let's hope he keeps playing like that.
Yep. I also think his top 2 civs, what is it? He's got Teutons, and what was the other one? Oh, Bohemians.
Yeah.
I do not see Teutons, Bohemians being losses for Valis today. Like, I think his style is so good. He's not going to be up against Cumans doing the Tower Rush 2TC thing like this. There's no Mongols. So those 2 civs should be amazing for Valis' style. But obviously, the goal is 4 wins, not 2.
Well, Valas does have Britons, so Britons against Teutons could be quite good.
I thought Tato had Britons. That's what you meant to say.
That's what I meant.
That's what you meant to say. Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's also a warm-up game for us. That's how it works as casters. So.
No, my brain, like, this is a maximum level. It cannot get any better.
I love it. First game of the series, 120 pop. Tato getting handcart. Now, I think once Valis realizes that Tato is handcart, he'll have to tap out here, right?
Yeah, for sure. Valas definitely knows that. He's down to 84 villagers, and he has still only 2 ton centers. So the recovery from this will be quite long, if at all.
Yep. Tato looking to drop another castle on the side, near where this onager is.
That's a beautiful castle.
I love the eco KD. Does that mean that Valis killed 3 of his own villagers?
Probably with his own shots, yeah. Wow, that's only 1 dead villager for Tato. That's insane.
It's about to be 2, possibly, in the north. Not that it really matters right now. Oh, no, that guy might survive.
Yeah, that's really impressive.
And considering he sent forward like 10 of them throughout this game. Okay, handcart's in. It's time to call the GG here, Valis. Don't pull a yo, okay? There we go. GG.
You were right. Just after the handcart.
Well, if he didn't resign by then, I figured it had to come soon because it wasn't looking good for the guy. So, anyways, GG. And I love how, I don't want to say we were proven wrong, but I love how Tato did something different than all the possibilities we had mentioned, right? He pretty much went for a tower rush with no follow-up, just
Yeah.
in order to mind game and change Valus's game plan. Impressive stuff. I think also a big part of that, which isn't part of your strategy, but Tato killing the scout from Valus was also huge. I think
Yeah.
if Valus has his starting scout, he might be tempted to go for a monastery early, heal it up, push the map. But he just was in the dark, so he decided to stay inside of his base the whole time, and Tato took advantage.
Yeah, that's why the Kuman Scout is always so nice with extra speed, like always gives you an advantage once you get the first hit. That was really good. And yeah, I think it was a beautiful game all in all. Like Tata opened really strong, but then Valas did a very nice comeback. But in the end, Tata just overran him with the power of the Kumans.
Yeah, good stuff. Very happy with that. Tato, where did he pick the Cumans? Let me look at the draft. It was one of the later-ish picks. That's pretty good
which
for
I
him.
was surprised about. Very good to see his 6th pick versus, well, also 6th pick from Valas. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if a lot of the arena players are scared of Cumans because they feel like it opens them up to being pushed and it's hard to defend. So Tato kind of found a way to answer that problem, I guess.
Okay, they already launched game number 2, so we can see the sieves there in a second.
Civs are going to be Khmer Incas. Ooh.
Oh boy. That's a really interesting one.
Well, I like Khmer a lot, and again it's a creative civilization, a civ that you could do a lot of unique things with. Both in your uptimes and your build orders, but also with your units. Like mass ballista elephant, really hard to counter for any civ. I think it's too expensive, but still. But yeah, like ballista elephant cutting could be cool.
Well, like Khmer could be really strong. The issue is, imagine if Incas get to siege onagers and Kamayuks. Like it's basically over.
Well, they don't get siege onager, John Slow.
They do not?
No.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they do not. Incas get onager.
Don't? Why did I think they do get siege onager?
Aztecs get siege onager.
Aztecs would definitely get siege onagers. Why don't they get siege onagers? They need to get siege onagers. Okay. Kamayuks and onagers, I take it back.
Okay, all right. I mean,
it's still enough.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's probably still enough.
I'm still learning, so I told you. Like,
my favorite part is how like 10 minutes ago you're just like, man, I've just been learning so much, and casting all these games has helped me so much. And then you just come out with Inca Siege Onager. Love it.
No, in my mind,
wait,
they do get Siege Onagers.
Wait, someone's saying Incas get Siege Onager. Am I wrong?
No.
They don't get, Incas don't get Siege Onager. Hold on, let me go to the tech tree.
If they do get...
There's no way. Hold on.
No, they do not get.
They do not get it. Thank God. I was really questioning my existence there for a second. Holy cow.
But in my head, they do get. Who I'm confusing them with?
Probably Aztecs. Because Mayans don't get SO.
No, Aztecs I know about SO for sure. Like Aztecs.
Because they've been around a long time. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay, here's a question. Here's a trivia fact. I think you should know the answer to this, but it's a little tricky. Do Celt trebuchets fire faster?
Yes.
Yeah, they do. But you thought about it for enough to make me happy, so.
No, I never thought about it, but it's Celt Siege, so they do, right?
Yeah, Yeah, there's just been various things with casting with pros over the years. I'll like make a statement, and then people were like, "What?" And when I was casting with Leary a couple years back, I mentioned that, and he didn't know. The other one was when we're casting like cross with MBL, and I mentioned that Persian docs have more HP, and MBL's like, "What?" He's like, "Oh, I thought it was just the TCs."
Yeah, like there are many stuffs that you don't notice while playing. Like you do them automatically without overthinking that. And
Yep.
I don't know. Oh yeah, a question to you then.
Okay.
Oh yeah. If you don't have Loom, and I do have Loom, and I convert your villager, does the villager get Loom?
Yes.
Okay, you know stuff.
However, there is a bug that can show up from time to time, and I don't know if they fixed it, but if you have atonement, if you have sanctity on your monks, okay, and then you get atonement, and you convert a monk that didn't have sanctity, that monk gets more HP. But I don't even think it's exactly what sanctity brings you. I think it's like plus. Oh wait, no, I'll tell you what I saw. Okay, so it adds the HP onto the. How do I describe this? Okay, the monk you converted gets additional HP, but the base HP is still 30. So it'll be like 45 over 30, if that makes sense.
I never noticed anything like that.
Yes. I don't know if the bug's been reported, but I saw it in this tournament, actually, because I was just clicking random monks, and I was like, how is this monk at 45 or whatever over 30? Weird.
Okay, I was noticing weird stuff. Who played that? Was it Ganji? I don't remember who played that with Bengalis versus some other Civ monk war. And
he means. Yep.
And then the monks with the extra armor who got converted lost it, or the monks that the monks that he converted got it actually.
Oh, interesting. See, I don't know how that works, and I don't know what's normal there. Where if you're Bengalis and you convert a monk, if it gets armor, I just always assumed that you wouldn't get the armor because it's your opponent's unit.
Yeah, I think you. Actually, I don't remember already. This stuff is confusing.
Well, anyways, to the game. Well, I mean, we're just killing time. You know how it is on Arena, right? So.
What do you mean, Arena? We should have discussed strategy. Arena is all about mind games and strategies.
Oh yes.
Like true. Arena is a map for intellectuals. It's not for the common people.
Okay, so. That's true. Well, we had to lure the common people in with our initial conversation. Right, so now
that we got them.
Now that we got them, now we can talk deep strategy.
Yeah.
So Tato's just going to go straight FC here. It looks like, right? He doesn't need any buildings, so he's going to click up right away, right after he hits feudal. Yeah. And then, do you expect stable from him? Do you expect full boom? What are you thinking?
No, he will do a stable. Well, I mean, I will do a stable, and Tato should play according to my standards.
Yep.
So I think he will.
Okay. Oh,
well, Valas.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Valas, I would say Barracks and Eagles.
Yeah, I think Barracks and Eagles make sense. Blacksmith Market to go fast castle. Some players add the Barracks at that same time. I think with Incas you can do that because you don't have to have as many houses. Save some wood. And the question then is it one or two barracks? Because sometimes players don't like to go one barracks against light cav. I've noticed. Yeah. So sometimes it's double.
Might be two. Very late deers for Valas, but he should be fine anyway.
Yep. They'll go for the market, and then we'll see a blacksmith here in a second once he gets the wood. This Will Meany has to make an extra villager, though.
Or idle time.
We cannot accept idle time. Idle time is the death of arena players. Right, Eddie?
What? How dare you? Even though Eddie's a delight, but he's probably rioting now in France or something.
Man, I thought Eddie was back for a bit, man. He was playing the game. And then he saw players he used to beat probably higher rank than him, and he had to leave.
He just wasn't happy with the matchmaking system. Like,
yeah,
Eddie
he wants to play arena.
He doesn't care about anything. He wants to play arena.
Yeah.
And once he couldn't get it, he quit again.
Yep.
But he did send me a picture of him to use in the trailer for the tournament. So that's something.
Nice. Yeah, he's a good guy. I remember it was like ECL 2018.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what he's still like these days, but at that time he was big partier, so he's always looking to party, right?
Yeah.
And he was like midday. He's like, T90, we go club tonight? I was like, yeah, sure, you know. But then it's like 11 p.m. and like no one's gone to the club yet, so I'm just like, all right, I'm going to bed in an hour. This is good. And then right when I'm about to go to bed, it's like 12:30. He's like, we go club now till 6 a.m. And I'm like, no, I gotta go. See ya. He's crazy, dude.
Yeah, I met him also like 3 times. So
Yeah.
I know him. He's insane. 2 barracks. You were right for Valas. Okay, I like that. Gotta get that map control. Gold upgrade even. Okay, he's committing.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to, I think, because 1 barracks spear eagle play dies to 1 stable Lycav if the player commits. And I think half of it, too, is the fact that the Lycav can decide on when they take the fight because they're faster. So
yeah,
you really just need to have numbers with the barracks play. And I'm a big stable player guy. Like, I feel like this is so much better economically. So I would prefer Tato's current position, but there are some awkward points for Khmer in the later stages of the game. So that's something we'll have to take into consideration for later on.
Yeah, he should also like have upgrades though, in case he intends to fight here. No monastery yet for Valas. That's he's housed, so that's quite of an awkward start for him.
Yeah. Okay, more trivia for you. And by the way, there's a lot of things I don't know too. I'm not trying to come off as the Arabia player that knows everything, okay?
Arabia bot.
Even if that might be the case. But no, okay, so what is the speed difference between a scout and a light cav?
Scout is, let's like 0.5, maybe something like 0.05.
Yeah, 0.05. Yep. You got it.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. I honestly, I never really picked up on that until this tournament, so thank you for that.
What? I knew that.
Like, yeah, I just never really knew the number. But I actually like that balance-wise. It's pretty interesting, I think.
Yeah. It's been interesting to see like players prioritizing husbandry over light cav and stuff like that, just to get that extra speed boost.
Yeah, Tato sees 1 eagle there, wants to get the kill, gets a hit, doesn't get the kill yet, but he gets a kill. It wasn't the kill on the unit he was initially going after. And both players adding their second TC. Tato with 1 relic already. And look at Valis waiting here with these 2 eagles, but Tato noticed it. That was really good heads-up play from Tato.
Yeah, but he's playing a dangerous game here going forward with so many eagles around. Not sure if he did squires. No, he didn't.
Tato's weakened a lot of eagles, though. Yeah, he's just sitting right next to the gate. He knows he can't move out yet. This is where I would really like to see forging if you had a blacksmith, but you don't normally build that.
Yeah.
Because you don't need it with the Khmer.
True. That's a downside, though. Like, you do save the wood and you get the faster uptime, but you cannot do the upgrades or use the market. So
yeah, and like
downside.
And it just feels so bad to have to add it after the fact. Players don't do it, so they'll just save the wood for TCs usually.
Yeah, and also the barracks if you're in a scout world. I mean, versus Incas it doesn't matter because they don't get scouts.
Yep.
But if you're playing a light of game, you sometimes want to mix in some spearmen, and as a Khmer you cannot do that.
With forging, that eagle on the left side would have died. Tato lost his scout in the last moment. Tato looking for some weak eagles, though, picks off 2 of them on the right side. That was very well played. I would like to see Bloodlines. What do you think about that? You have a stable. You're going to have 10 light cav. I think Bloodlines is probably worth it here.
Yeah, if it's only eagles.
Yeah. I'm very proud of myself.
What?
Bloodlines is on the way.
Ooh, nice. And Valas did get squires, by the way.
Okay. I think that's necessary.
Yeah, it's super nice.
Yeah.
When you're fighting like a dead monk.
Yeah. Tato, surprised he moved out there because the Eagles haven't really relocated much. But hard to execute on all this, right? It is... The thing that we look at is the Relic War, but in reality, they're focusing the majority of their time on the eco setup. Tato even now adding that blacksmith, John Slow, so he could consider the forging upgrade.
Did you practice with him? What the hell?
Yeah? Why?
Because he's doing whatever you're suggesting, like bloodlines, forging.
Well, I don't want to... Listen, I don't want to come off the wrong way here, but I did predict precisely what would happen in Game 2 and Game 3 in Tato's series, so I think we're basically the same player. But I've just chosen to be a caster.
Yeah.
You would have been so
I-
proud, though. You would have been so proud. I went, when Tato had the 2 petards in the Mongols game, I said, Viper's going to probably try and make a castle at the front of his base and go fast imp, and Tato could deny the castle. And Dave's like, no, there's no way. And then I also called all-in petards, but probably
Oh.
because of you in game 3. What a great pick off there from Tato. He's in.
Yeah.
He's in.
The all-in petards was beautiful.
Was
Like,
so
I
sick.
loved that one.
That was right out of your playbook, though. You know, you would have been all over that.
Yeah. And also Slykev can be, and he doesn't have Loom. He's getting Loom right now.
Yep. Wow. So he'll have forging. He'll have armor. He killed 2 monks on this little journey. The relic is in the gate. It is inside of the gate of Valis.
Yeah. And he's getting eagles. Those Slykev are going to be super annoying. Great micro by Tato. And he's even adding a second stable here, so he's really committing for map control.
Yep. Oh, and he's going to take a fight. And I think he'll win this fight because of the upgrades he has. And Valis is really going to struggle now. Oh, man, he's going to lose so much army there. And he still lost villagers to the light cap from Tato in the back. Tato killed 2 vills. 21 total kills for him in this game. Only 6 deaths.
And that's with armors. Those are Inca villagers with scale mill armor, so
Yeah, true.
a bit harder to kill. But those Slykev, man, they already killed 8 units combined.
And I think the only thing you can do now in Valis' position is just simply add more eagles and add more spearmen. You
Yeah,
can't
but
just sit back. You have to try and get the numbers. But Tato is even making knights now. But he loses the knight to the conversion. Great job from Valis.
Yeah.
That's why you don't want to make knights on arena, maybe.
Yeah. But Tato now picked up 2 extra relics, so that's gonna take him to 3 relics. So that's already a good opening for him. Super worth it.
Yep.
All those upgrades that he did. 1 relic left.
4-1 on relics against Incas would be huge. He also has the eco lead. He'll probably imp faster because he doesn't need to add buildings to do so. He's heavy on stone, so he's probably thinking about a forward castle. Tato is playing amazing here today.
I think we're kind of going to the same style of game number 1, where Valas will try to have one big death ball military in the middle with either eagles and onagers or halves or kamayuks and onagers, while Tato will try to overrun him from the sides with rams, onagers, and hussars.
What do you think about hand cannons from Khmer here?
Yeah, could be okay as behind the hussars. Could be good actually.
Yeah. I feel like hand cannon hussar is what I would go for. Like, I wouldn't want to go arbalest because the opponent has eagles. Hand cannon's pretty good against pikes and against the eagles. So Tato kills that monk. Oh my god, that micro was insane.
Great micro. Yeah.
Dang. But he's got to avoid taking some fights now because pikeman's out.
Delete the knight. Delete the knight.
He's not deleting the knight. Knight gets converted. But this is still a fight that Valis wants to take. He's probably macroing right now. That's a fine fight for him if Tato lets him take it.
But should he dive in now?
No, you got to go back. You got to go back. Because in the choke point, the knights will win.
Yeah. Well. No, well. And Tato is on the way to imp.
Yep. But
56 villagers.
he can't go forward castle. Like, Tato wants...
Can't he?
He wants to win a fight and then drop the forward castle. It would be very risky to move out.
He's going.
Whoa.
Or not. No, he got scared. He got cold feet.
He's probably thinking, I don't want to throw this now. That's a lot of pikes. There's 12 pikes and 16 eagles. Tato does have full armor, and he's going to get full attack. But I think the fight would not be good enough to be able to have villagers protected. Like, you probably win the fight, but then you only have a couple knights remaining. Too costly.
Yeah. He really wants that forward castle, though, because, look, he's not doing it at home. He's still hoping to do it forward. He knows that he needed to put the pressure, because if he loses map control, he will be in trouble.
Yeah, it's true. Imp is on the way now for Valis. Tato's going to run forward now. He has lured most of the army for Valis to the left side.
I like that.
Yeah, that's really good work. Valis has to chase that. Valis doesn't have any vision on the right as he's adding more barracks. So we know that if Tato doesn't have a castle,
Look at the
that
castle.
Tato's going to be overrun by this army eventually. Dang.
And Tato picked up the second relic, by the way, so it's 3-2.
Okay, good job. Eagle Warrior upgrade on the way for Valis. With 14 Eagles, it makes sense. Ultimately, the one thing he's going to want is Halb. Tato now getting Loom. And now the castle's on the way.
Risk.
He does have a university going up at home, by the way. So he's maybe thinking hand cannons.
And Velasquez sees that. Is he gonna dive? Oh, even got a Mangonel. Oh boy.
I think Tato... Yeah, Tato would actually clean the fight with Imp Armor coming in. And Tato's micro continues to be amazing. He splits off the perfect number of knights to kill the Mango. And he will invite Valis to take a fight underneath this castle. I think Tato takes this fight right when armor comes in. Like right here. Maybe even chooses to engage. And backs away.
Should do Cavalier, I guess. Right? Yes.
I think so.
So
he's going to go forward range. I'm sure there will be more. Tato was a master of map control in the previous game, but he had the castles right in Valis' face. If you look at Valis' base now, he's still free to leave to the left-hand side, and he's got a Siege Workshop for vision, an Outpost or 2 for vision, which is amazing. So this isn't near as threatening from Tato here as it was in game number 1.
yeah. I love that small wall by Valas with a house is on the palace side. So Tato cannot trade him on the right side, but the trap is there already. And yeah, Halb Onager. No Siege Onagers, as I thought, but Halb Onager is still good.
Yeah, still really good. And Tato just currently trebbing down a TC here. I think Tato fully expects that he's going to have to back away at some point. And Valis is going to take the fight. Tato's going to take the fight. Tato doesn't have Cavalier yet.
Yeah.
And Trep goes down. Valis holds. Impressive. He's got more population. But he's the one under pressure right now.
More and more ranges and chemistry is there. So what is he gonna do? Yeah, hand carriers, man. You know Arena T90. Impressive.
Yeah, man. Do you remember the game we played? It was you were Turks and I was Byzantines. This was many months ago. Does that stick in your brain at all?
I don't remember what I played yesterday, but tell me what happened. Maybe.
Okay. So, man, I'm really proud of it. I should have shown you. So, it was Dark Age. I'm Byzantines versus your Turks. Mm-hmm. And I was like, man, guys, I don't know what to do. He's like, I think this is a Civ win. So, I go, in Dark Age, I go, okay, I'm going to tell you how this whole game goes. Like, okay. I'm going to go Tower Rush to try and make it messy. I'm going to delay him, but he's going to keep me out. Then he's going to siege push my walls. He's going to go for a castle. He's going to move forward with Janissaries. I'm going to go for a defensive castle to try and go fast imp. He's going to fast imp around the same time. He's going to have Turk bomber cannons faster than me, and he's going to win the game. I said that all in Dark Age, and literally everything that I just said transpired.
I remember something like
that. Maybe I just understand you, you know?
Maybe. Well, you do have quite a few of my games on YouTube, right? So
yeah, dude, I'm a big fanboy, dude. Your games are amazing. I'd rather watch you play Arena than majority of other players, to be honest. So
look what Tato is doing on the right side. He just loves cutting in one ballista elephant.
I love it.
Dude, I love it. And Velasquez sees that, so he's going for the wall.
Yeah. I mean, it forces a reaction of some kind, right? Valis has to do something. He has to spend stone on that. Like, you could make an argument that's worth it for that reason. I think Tato's not going to be able to push in deeper into Valis' base, though. With Onager and Halb, it's going to be really tricky.
Yeah. Remember when Chimera got cannons?
Yeah, they were insane. If Tato would have had bombard cannons already, this would be a very different game. I love how Valis walled in the gold on the left side of Tato's base, by the way. That's really big play.
Yeah. I kind of feel like Chimera should get block printing.
Feels like every Civ gets block printing, so I don't have any issues with Chimera getting it. I know not everyone does, but it may be.
They really struggle against the Halb Onagers.
I think they're fine. I think they're fine. They still have some fun things on Arena. I think they need to be awkward at this stage of the game. But Tato's going to regret having all of his archer ranges here, because he's absolutely going to lose this position.
Yeah.
So he's got to back away and start to expand. He is already dropping a defensive castle at home. He's starting to branch out to the left side to drop outposts. And he's going to encounter those fortified walls, which we'll have to deal with. I think you can actually take one of those golds through the diagonal piece of wall, by the way. I don't think Tata will try it, but I think you might be able to.
Yeah, I think you can. You definitely can, actually. But, well, Tato already preparing, like, Siege Workshop on the left. We'll get one on the right. And again, it will be kind of similar to the first game. And he's already doing onagers as well, so that's perfect.
Yep, this is what Tato likes to do. And he's got an eco lead, and he has more relics than the opponent. Granted, it'll just be one once Valis gets his second relic back into a monastery.
Yeah, and Valas, as we said, going for the death ball in the middle. Like,
yep,
that's how you play Incas. It's a slow, yeah, well, unless you're going Eagles, but still, it's a slow civilization. You gotta move step by step. And let's see.
One big shot on the hand cannons, and this game is busted wide open here.
Yeah.
And Tato needs to have perfect micro with the hand cannons. It's not going to be easy.
Well, he has onagers of his own that he could try. Oh, look how stakes they are. Like, it's dangerous.
Yeah. And what Valis will want is he will want a castle next to his Trebs to be able to pressure Tato. And oh my god, how did Tato not lose a unit there? What a crazy save.
But now, well,
dude, it's just not even fair.
I can totally do that.
Yeah, that's true. I've seen it. Now random hand cannon is going to die, running into the whole group. That's just Tato having his rally point set in the wrong area, and Tato has to really respect this. Love the castle from Valis, because it secures that additional stone, too. So that could mean future castles, and he's got the Trebs waiting. This is the slow creep that Valis is so good at. And he's even taking what I consider to be a good fight on the left. Like, that's not bad. You could trade Halbs against Cav all day here. They'll be happy with that.
Exactly. And now a big push coming. We got 4 Trebs and onagers, and only, well, let's see the mic.
I mean, there's more onagers for Valis. Valis is going to take out Tato's Trebs, so his Trebs continue to fire, and hand cannons go down as well for Tato. Both players dropping in pop pretty heavily here, and they still could continue to do so. More big shots from Valis, but Tato's castle will go down. Meanwhile, the Cavalier, they haven't accomplished all that much for Tato. We'll see.
It's so much tougher for Tato micros this over Valas. Because Valas, what does he need to do? Only clicks the onagers, and the Halbs will do their thing. Tato needs to micro hand cannoneers, he needs to micro onagers, he needs to micro light cav. So it's very tricky.
Yep. The Trebs back away from Valis, and I think Valis is the lead in this game right now, John Slow. I'm not sure about you. Positionally, seems pretty strong. Tato still willing to micro with his hand cannons, though. But, like, all those Cavaliers should offer so little to Tato right now.
Get the onager. Oh, come on.
But Tato likes these types of games where he could switch sides. But I think what Valis will want to do, and we might even see him buy it, like, in that moment there, after clearing up that castle, if he could have come forward and dropped the castle on the left and just bring his Trebs in there, he takes all that position away from Tato, and Tato has a really rough time trying to break it.
Yeah, I don't think Tato knows what he wants to do right now. Like, he's not spreading outside yet. Now he's going to take some gold on the right, but he's kind of on the defense right now, and he needs some initiative.
There are players where I'll say after a big engagement, they need to continue their push. Valis is not one of those players on Arena. I just have so much faith in him if he chills out a little bit and stabilizes.
Yeah.
He's really good in those scenarios.
Taking his time. He plays BF, so he has a patience, right?
Yep. And this is the composition he had lost the first game with, but he didn't have map control. He has map control now. And still just waiting with the Trebs. He's not going to overextend with the Trebs at all. So patient with them.
Yeah, Tato should already move the relics to the back, just in case the traps are very close. He's going to lose a lot of villagers on the left side on the stone, not reacting to that, Tato.
Yeah, and Valis
coming for a push.
Valis sees that Tato's taking the gold on the right side, which is a huge heads-up play. A lot of players would miss out on that. Tato with Hussar now, hoping to get the siege. Is going to get some of the siege here. This is still worth it for Tato.
Yeah, definitely. Got both onagers.
Yeah, both onagers, which means his trebs can be deployed on the castle. And the hand cannons can help against the Halbs. There's another onager in queue for Valis in the siege workshop that's close by, but that'll take a minute. But Valis using his own trebs here. Perfect defense.
4 versus 2, it's not gonna work.
Yep.
Especially when Valas is repairing like crazy.
Also, look at Tato on the left side. Villagers going down. Hand cannons not being microed as well as he would want because he's looking everywhere else. This becomes so tough to micro with Khmer right now.
Yeah, and we see a skirmisher on the field. That's a sign of desperation. So.
That's a misclick, right? That tells you he was worried.
Well, I'm just happy when we get games without skirmishers, and so far we had 2, so that's great.
Yep. You know that thing you would always say when you get up against an arena player? You'd be like, her, I go scouts into knights. It's literally, arena's like, her, I go scouts into Lykev.
Well, that's the joke came from Arabia, but yeah, now it's our own joke.
Yeah.
It was said by the intellectual Dark Noob.
Yeah, I love it. And my favorite thing is when like 95% of your chat recognizes that some of the phrases that you clowns say is like, it's in jest. But then there's like, maybe I'm wrong with the percentages, but then there's like 5 to 10%, and it's like a way of life. And it's serious. Like they really feel those words. You can just tell there's so much passion and emotion behind it. Like they've been scout rushed too many times or something, you know?
Yeah, well, some players take arena seriously. I'm not one of them.
Yeah.
I always love to joke about arena, but yeah. But you know what happened? The Masters of Arena actually killed arena, so now.
That's true, because no arena clowns actually make it.
Yeah, and now they're all quitting arena, so.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's true. CL has been disbanded.
Yeah. Modri's out, Ryan is out, Draken is out, like.
Big shots here from Tato, maybe? Ooh, the onagers were clumps.
Oh boy.
He does get some decent kills there, but he loses another castle here. That's the most important thing for him. Because he doesn't have a single castle now. He can't make trebs, and this is a civ that can't make bombard cannons. So I don't see how he's ever going to be able to push Valis now, and Valis knows it. So Valis is going to drop a castle. A little ambitious, maybe. This might be denied.
The onager should shoot the villagers. Hello?
Yeah, he's
but
shooting the
it's
castle.
so much micro going on that it's hard
Yeah.
to notice everything. Okay, now he's coming. Should he deny that castle? Maybe. Okay, what? Okay, he's gone back.
Yeah, he's going back. I like the idea from Valis, but it's just a little too early, right? It's the first time he didn't show patience.
Yeah. Tato is housed like crazy now. He's rushing a castle at home, but he needs houses too.
I think that castle, I think you delete it, and you just branch out on the right side, and you castle that golden stone. There's more stone there that will give you another castle in the future, and it takes Tato off of that gold. That's the most important area for a castle right now.
Yeah.
And then you can push the other areas. But you do not need to force the issue through the middle right now if you're Valis. I think you're okay here.
Yeah, and Tato... What's he doing? Like, both are doing skirmishers. Now Valas is elite, Tato has some on the field. And he didn't redo a monastery yet, so the relics are just laying there.
Yeah, it was the most classic thing. Like, it was the most... It was the clowniest way for CL to ever disband. When the clown who had the best of hopes for the team in Draken gets swept, and then immediately there was the disbanding of the team.
I mean, it's not related, but yeah.
I know it's not related, but that's how it looked. I know there was other factors involved. Oh, I love it. It's okay.
Okay, big fight.
Yeah, Tato's going to be running low on gold. Remember, he hasn't taken that gold on the left side because it's been walled in. So, if he doesn't have those relics, he's pretty soon going to be on Hussar and Skirmisher. And then the Incas could just go Eagles or Kameyooks. That castle is going to go up, but there is a trap. Tato had got another castle. So he is starting to trap that. I think Valis will need to use his own
traps. Yeah, he's coming forward already. And Tato has no way to stop them, right? He has no cannons, no nothing, only onagers.
Yeah.
But
still,
traps are kind of exposed.
Yeah, like, you got to run around the walls, and he's committing to this. So if he repairs this castle for a while and then ends up losing it anyways, that is stone that he doesn't have for castles elsewhere, which could be a real concern.
Yeah, but let's see.
Big onager shots from Tato on the right side against Skirms. Tato's got 2 trebs. It's only 3 now for Valis, and you know his onagers want to go in there and take out those trebuchets, and he's going to get the shots he wants here, John Slow. And maybe not the exact shots he wants, because he would have wanted to kill all the trebs, but he did kill 1 and weaken the other 2. And eventually the trebs are going to land the shots that he wants. Actually, no, he's going for the castle from Tato. That makes sense.
Well, both castles should be going down, I think.
Tato's trebs are going to go down. Castle will stay up. Woo! Worth it. 0 on gold, by the way. It's just full Halb Skirm right now for Valis. But Tato's only making Hussar, and Tato taps out and calls the GG.
GG.
Dang.
Very well played by Valas. Very impressive.
Agreed. You know, I felt like Tato had some great control in that game, but ultimately I think Khmer didn't present him the options he wanted for an early castle push. Like, the idea was there to go for trebs and then at hand cannons, but you can't kill fast enough, and Incas are able to get to that composition. And, like, I remember looking at the draft for Valis. He has a lot of civilizations where he could go bombard cannon, hand cannon, Halb, onager Halb, like the true Black Forest combo. So it's not the first time we'll see that from him. And Valis, like we said in game 1, even though he lost, showing some real quality today, and that's going to be a big boost to his confidence. And this is going to be a slog of a series, man. This is going to be close, I think.
Yeah, I would love it to go into 4-3. Like, I will not complain.
Yep.
I heckin' love Arena.
10k more resources for Tato. He even had more kills than deaths in this game, but it was just, how do you spend the gold? He spent most of his gold on hand cannons and trebuchets and onagers, which isn't awful, I suppose, but really feel like he lacked a little bit more of an oomph there. He needed more to break the Incas. Freaking Morg, man. He's so funny. He's so funny. I matched up against him on Mega Random the other day, and it was just classic where he tries to go fast castle with Mongols, because of course he force picks. He can't go random, right? And then I was going feudal age pressure, and he brought 15 villagers to build a castle in my face. And he got it up, but he lost 12 villagers. But then I have a castle on my face, and I just love those types of games, you know? They just produce so many amazing moments.
He actually improved that he wasn't picking that often. At least he doesn't pick versus me anymore in the arena.
Yeah, he's not. He definitely has expanded. He's a really fun player, though. Like, I love, as much as it could be annoying to play against people who do the YOLO, like, style too many times in a row, those are the best games sometimes, right? Like, kind of like you, if you get anything other than arena, you just say, okay, we're doing something YOLO here.
Yeah.
Just go all in. I love that. It's so much fun.
Or scouts.
Or just scouts and towers with like 6 farms.
Oh yeah, I remember that game against you on Mega Random, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, I've been meaning to ask you this. Did you guys change relic generation at all on these scripts? Because I'm looking at these relics right now, and this is amazing for Tato.
That's sick. No, it's basically the maps they used in what was it called? Brain fart. The Order of the Ship one, Grand Melee tournament.
Okay.
So it's basically that map with more HP on the walls. That's it. So,
okay, so they didn't have the relics balanced, and then the Clown Council didn't pick up on the relics, or you guys are okay with this?
Yeah, we did some tests, and it wasn't like it's rare crazy to get this layout. So we just rolled with it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I actually like variants in the relics. This is probably the worst one that I've seen, though.
Yeah, it's definitely a bad one. Like huge advantage for Tato.
Yeah.
But Valas is Aztec, so I mean he would be happy with only 2, right? But
Yep.
obviously, if he gets them all, it would be sick. And if there is anyone to blame with his relics, it's not us, it's Krasini. So yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good
I
point.
like Krasini.
Yeah, way to go, Krazini.
Thanks,
That's what I
Krasini.
like about the clowns and the clown council that you have is you know who to put the responsibility on for things like this.
We take the credit and we blame everything on others.
But I will say this: while the relic's really close to Tato, his golds would be really bad. And if the relics are that far away from Valis, Valis may choose to go aggressive for them. And if he gets Snowball and gets lots of Eagles and Pikes, he's probably going to push. And how are you going to defend that when you've got all your golds forward in Tato's position? That could be extremely awkward.
Yeah, that's true. I would love to see Valas actually go less Eagles and more Monks. I mean, that could be ideal here, but he doesn't really strike me as an all-in player. So
no,
it's
he's
probably not going to happen.
Well, and you expect Tato to go Lycav here, right? So I think,
yeah, for sure.
I think even with Aztecs going double Monastery is probably not the smartest of plays. Like I think we, as casters, would be questioning it pretty early on once we saw a couple monks go down.
Yeah.
But,
well, this map is amazing. So, actually, I was gonna say he probably will not want to rush with this map, but look at his uptime.
Yep,
22 villagers.
I think he might even be right on the monasteries. If he's going up this fast, he might make the monasteries right between those 2 relics he's already scouted and right next to Tato's walls.
That could be sick. I feel like with his uptime, he will have to sell stone, and that means that the monk rush is coming, and that will make me so happy. Yeah, look at that. Loom queued. Definitely going forward.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Loom being queued up there. Good call out. All right, so obviously we're going to see a lot of monks. This is what I want to see, okay? This is how I want the flow of the game to go. I want to see monks, okay? I want to see Tato then go Lycav. I want to see Valis then go Spearman. I want to see Tato, or like Spearman Eagle. Tato then go Ghoulam. Then I want to see Valis with a forward castle go Jaguars. Into Tato going hand cannons. Into Valis going Atlatl Skirms. And then
you ruined it with the skirms.
You ruined? Really? You don't like it?
No skirms.
No skirms. Skirms are boring.
Skirms are banned.
Oh, it's funny.
Well, actually, no. I want to see only monks. I want to see. The biggest question is, okay, let's see if you know. Do Hindustanis get heresy?
I am going to guess that they do get heresy.
I honestly don't know. I'm checking.
I have no clue. It's a 50-50 guess.
They do not get heresy. Okay.
Ah.
They get everything but heresy and atonement, apparently.
Okay, so with no heresy, then mass monks could be a problem.
Yeah.
And Tato loved heresy. He was addicted to heresy up against Viper.
Yeah, he did it twice.
Yep.
Both Spanish and Mongol, so yeah.
Oh, I'm really sad he didn't make petards in the previous game. There was such a nice little streak going for Tato.
Yeah. Shame. So, stable market. The Ripardo's build.
Wow. This is insanely fast here. Taking us back to the old days of Aztecs here with this build order, Valis. Let's go.
Look at the barracks. Oh, my.
It's a bit weird because he did get Loom. I don't think you should fear being out in the middle with 2 to 3 villagers if you have Loom.
Yeah, not this early.
Yeah.
He actually did not sell stone, by the way, so his build is quite nice. No, not a single idle second with 22 villagers up, so that's impressive.
I think if Tato sees this and recognizes that this is going to be all in, I think we might even see 2 stables. I think committing to TCs is oftentimes a mistake. Either that or Tato goes for... Well, he doesn't have a blacksmith. So, yeah, I'm thinking he would actually just add a second stable instead of going 1 stable with scouts with upgrades.
I would even consider, like, because Tato saw that he knows what's coming, send all his villagers on the wood like on
Just
the
don't.
right side, forward, and
Oh.
do a tower in between the
Ah,
monasteries.
just rush
That
it.
sounds
Yeah.
like yeah. But he needs loom to do that.
Yeah, and it's probably too late now, right? This is such a fast uptime. It is a 9 villager start in this tourney, so anyone watching, don't get too confused. But still, this is very hard to execute and still keep your villagers producing at home, right? That's a big thing. Back in the old days, we wouldn't see a whole lot of villager production at home, but the level's so high now, you have to also have economy.
Yeah. And let's see what Tato will do. That's the biggest question here. I would say if he stays on one stable, he will be in trouble. But maybe like 2 TC, 1 TC on stone and try to rush a castle. I don't even know.
Aztec monks get plus 5 HP for every monk tech that's researched, and now Sanctity is being researched, which adds monk HP in the first place. So instead of 45 HP, it'll be 50 HP for the Aztecs in a second.
It's a good old Sanctity without the nerf.
Yeah, how do you feel about the Sanctity nerf?
I hate it so much. How dare they? How dare they?
I honestly, I think people are freaking, like, certain people are freaking out about it too much. I think, what is it, going up to 170 gold?
175?
And it's from what, like 110?
170 from 120? Maybe? Like 50 more gold, I think.
It just delays the monk all-ins a little bit more. I still think it's not going to have that big of an effect. I think the jury's still out on it. I'll be curious to see what it affects, but I actually kind of like it. But I'm also not a monk player, so I guess that kind of explains it.
How dare you? Second stable for Tato and Lightcove. But I honestly think if you want to nerf something, nerf, I don't know, nerf crossbow, nerf Lightcove.
Oh my god. Okay.
Make ballistics accurate. Like back in my days, you could not dodge ballistics. What the hell, man? Nerf that.
I like how you
100%.
said. I like how you said nerf. You literally just proposed nerfing crossbows, but buffing crossbows in the same sentence.
No. I mean buff ballistics. Make it actually accurate.
But why would you also want to nerf crossbows at the same time? It makes no sense. That's like me saying I think we should increase the price of Sanctity, but we should make Atonement 20 gold. It doesn't make any sense.
I'm just throwing stuff around. Like, do other nerfs on units that are not monks and leave my monks alone.
Okay, all right. That's what it comes back to. All right, that's fair. That's fair. Well, Pikeman upgrade's coming in for Valis, and he should know, right? Like, he knows initially it was a stable opening, but he's done this enough times, and maybe been on the reverse side of this enough times that he should expect double stable, right? We're just caster plebs talking about it, and we expected it, so he's gonna know, which is why I love the Pikeman choice, and I love the outpost here, so we can verify and control everything, just so he doesn't get surprised by any of this.
For instance, Zeta Changer loves cheaper Pikeman. That's a great idea.
Yeah, I think it's perfect right now.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Still no second TC, and I doubt we'll ever see it from Valis. Yeah, he seems a little hesitant to move out. He also only has one relic. But he's got the second one on the way in right now, and he sees Tato.
Okay, big fight. Big fight.
Oh, man.
Or not. He wants to do a sandwich.
Yeah, I think he should do it. I think he absolutely should.
Does he have the numbers? Oh, man. He's... I'm not sure about this fight.
Kill the monks, forget about the pikemen. Kill the monks. You kill the monks, you're okay. Just kill the monks. Some of the like-have aren't engaging. That's good for Tato, I think. Back away now?
Oh, but that Mangonel 1 HP should have finished it off, I think.
Well, I guess the pikes in the siege is also a problem in and of itself. It's not just the monks. Maybe that wasn't good. Oh, this is so tricky.
Tato getting sensitive, and he's heavy on stone, so he's thinking about the castle already. Yeah. But it's so hard to play 1TC against the Aztecs.
Yep. Here he goes, sacrificing a lot of bodies here to kill that Mangonel.
Oh, but saves the monks!
Loses the monk.
Oh, but now should get a second Mangonel, or the monk, or both.
Yeah, just probably the monk. Remember, Tato, he's got a bit of a lead. But this push just keeps coming from the Aztecs, man.
Ooh, Ooh, Samangonel is exposed. But, oh, he's getting the villager, interesting. And the monk.
Oh, there's so many
Nice.
weak units out here for Tato, but he does snipe a monk. He's losing one of his stables. Oh, he drops a TC on the stone.
Wow. Floating a lot of wood. It's so hard to play against that, the monk push.
Yep. And just their production from that one barracks is insane. They produce so fast.
Yeah. It's a long journey forward, but...
Tato has not been able to take gold for a while here. He's getting redemption right now.
I love it. I love it. That means that Mangonels will become useless, and Velasquez will have to switch to Rams, which is a bit easier to defend. Because Rams can't hurt you.
You really want this to surprise Valis on the first attempt.
Yeah.
Because once he knows, he'll probably be able to deal with it. I love the TC from Tato so he can take gold, finally. Yeah. And Redemption's going to be in a moment now. So does Tato try and engage somewhere else at the same time to distract his opponent or what? Valis knows now. Valis backs away immediately. And he is light cav from earlier. So he can convert that. He can kill that monk.
Jump! What? Why did he go back? Now ranges. Tato is doing everything.
Yeah, Valis is committed to 1 TC, and he immediately just says, okay, I'll get another monk upgrade. Don't mind if I do. Goes for Atonement. So his monks will go up to 55 HP. And then he can convert Tato's monks. So the Redemption play is looking like a big waste of resources right now.
No, it will still keep the Mangonels away. Like, he can do that dance with the TC in and out with the monk to keep the Mangonels away. So I think that was actually good. But the Valas is doing such an amazing job with those 2 light caps he converted. That's already 2 monks that he sniped, I think.
Yep, 2 monks.
Super important.
But Tato's had kind of some balance problems here because of all this pressure, and he also has to micro the light cav because if he looks away for a second, there's enough pikes out there to kill him. Here we go. Valis, light cav will be on the prowl. Valis' own monks going for that monk, and there's the dance you mentioned.
Yeah.
Into the TC.
And Tato is 220 stone away from getting a castle, which is not that much. So,
but can you
if he
drop
gets it up? Yeah, the question is where.
I was like, you kind of need it in front of this TC.
Ooh, that's important. Look what he did now. He killed both of the forward villagers already. So Valas cannot repair Mangonels anymore or do production buildings if he wants to. He needs to send reinforcements.
Oh, gosh.
That's great.
Yeah, but this is so much, man. And Valis is on the prowl. Mangonel gets converted. It was instant.
Oh, that was a great ground attack. Insta. I'm sorry, that's what we yell when we get conversions.
No, I know. It's all good. It's all good. This is really tough right now. Mangonel survive. Castle's got to go up here soon, Tato. Oh, wait, Mango. Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Oh, disaster for Valis. He needs the villagers forward to repair. He doesn't have any.
Why is he not converting? He has a monk juice.
Oh, he's got the monk juice, but he doesn't have siege. Tato, build your castle. Build the castle now, Tato.
It's a perfect timing.
Yes.
Like in front of the main TC, on the main goal. Do it. Like, what does he have? A fight? Okay, now he has a Mangonel. But...
Oh, now his opponent has light cav. Oh, God. Oh, God. Build the castle. Build the Oh, God. There's 2 light cav now from the enemy. And there's a Mangonel. Build the castle. He didn't place the castle. And now there's another siege weapon here.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Teto's got a nice vill lead, but his idle time has been crazy. Oh, conversion. Build it, Tato.
Wow.
Build it. Build it. What is he waiting for? Am I missing something?
No, maybe he forgot the Cav archers.
Oh, look at his castle.
Where? I don't even see. Oh my God. I love it. You know what? I love it. I love that castle. Because at home, he's holding, right?
Yep.
Valas cannot really push. And now, what's the weakness of the monk rush guy? It's always at home. It's always his base. Because there is nothing there.
That's so epic. I think both of us probably would have built the defensive castle like 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And we'd be able to stabilize, but we wouldn't apply any pressure to Valis' base. That is an amazing decision from Tato.
And if Valas sees a defensive castle, he just goes on stone, clicks to imp in no time, because, well, he just buys food.
Yep.
And then you're in trouble. But with that castle now, he will panic, look at the walls coming up already. That will probably do your favorite petards after that.
Yep.
And we'll start raiding. This
That's
is
so
a
sick.
great game.
In the moment, too, in the semifinal, right? Crazy pressure all the time. Your monks could be converted. You know, your TC can go down. There's just so much to pay attention to. To do that in this moment is ridiculous. But he does leave himself pretty vulnerable at home right now.
Yeah.
So he has to be worried about this. It is a risk.
Oh boy, it's a ram. He needs to kill the ram. We got 3 barracks from Valas actually inside the base of Tato, so maybe that castle was a bit too ballsy.
Tato's going to pop out with the monk here in a second and try and convert that mango. And Valis is worrying about defense at home, and so he can't quite react in time. And wow, the conversion comes in.
Delete it. Nice. But he gotta kill the ram.
Yeah.
He needs to send more villagers. The TC is going down, I think.
The Lycav are currently unable to get through. Amazing play from Valis for damage control here. And Tato's TC is going to go down.
He almost opens again. Yeah, the TC is going down for sure. Villagers are popping out. Where's he going? Oh, man.
I mean, this could be the best game of this series. Here,
What?
John Slow.
Another castle!
Oh, man. There's random monks walking into Tato's base. Tato now with a panic castle. And more panic walls from Valis. There's the petard. The units are going to be in from Tato.
No.
Can he pay attention to it? He will
has
be
someone
through.
else. But, oh man, but the light cap. He needs to send someone else outside. Oh
Please.
my God.
But look what the castle's done for Tato. The castle's killed so many monks.
Yeah.
And I think the push is dead. And Tato should have this game now.
Yeah,
Wow.
he has massive economy lead.
Yeah. I mean, the idle time's insane, though. He's at over 2 hours of idle time in a 30-minute game. But it's not going to be much better for Valis, because Valis just dropped TCs at home just for protection.
Look at their work efficiency. Both are on 35%. Oh my God.
True gamer moment.
Oh,
Cav
no,
archers
but
from
someone got
Tato.
else.
Just
What?
passing.
Okay. What? No!
Oh!
Oh my God.
Yep, just passing. He was microing against the eco of Valis. I think Gulam is actually... Oh, the light cav are into the wood line too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
That's
probably
bad.
over now.
What a game, though.
That was so sick.
That's what you want to see. This is real arena.
Yep. I'm telling you, man. Games where both civilizations don't get bombard cannon, and games where, yeah, basically that, where one civilization or no civilizations don't get bombard cannon are the best arena games, in my opinion, because you see a lot more craziness.
So nerf bombard cannons. That's what you were saying.
I think for Masters of Arena 8, you just remove bombard cannons with a mod. It'll be perfect.
Or light cam.
Yeah, or remove light cav. If you remove light cav and bombard cannons, then it's just, I think it's just monks. Eddie comes
Remove
back.
everything but monks. And unique units. And petards.
Speaking of petards, Tato has a petard just standing in Valis' base right now, trying to decide on if he truly wants to die. He's like, I'm not sure if I want to do that.
No, petards do not kill a villager, right?
No, they don't. Which is a little ridiculous, because the explosion from this really buff guy kills himself. So why wouldn't it kill a random villager?
Yeah, they need a buff.
Well, Tato lost 2 TCs in his base, and it's no gold available from his own base. He's only taking the gold next to the castle. He's making another TC on the stone towards the middle. And he could lose his archer ranges soon to these monks. Like, Valis is still in this game, somehow. 2 light cav converted.
Tato can basically just defend himself under the castles right now. He cannot expand anywhere because Valas is watching. And Let's see. I mean, he should have done those tables and ranges that he's doing all the way to the back, where he's doing the TC right now, because
Yeah.
Boston just go and convert that.
Yeah, could see Tato going for guard tower on his farms too if he wants to, but he just lost an archer range. Look at Valis' eco though. Like, he doesn't have any farmers working really, and he's got 16 villagers of his 46 garrisoned right now.
Oh, he has nothing on gold actually, which is, well, they're all in the TC, but still.
Yeah. The Petard is still hanging out, dude. He hasn't done anything yet. Here he comes though.
He's going to break in that low HP wall next to the Cavarger. So
oh yeah. All right, there he goes. And now the Cav Archers can run through. Valis converts range number 2, and he converts the market from Tato. So it is currently 2 markets to 0.
That's so annoying, because later Tato will need the market, and he will be like clicking the hotkey and no market. that triggers me so much when it happens to me.
Yeah, you speak from experience.
Yeah. Oh no, but Valas is not paying attention. Everything is gonna die.
Oh no, the siege, the monks, rip. Yeah, he's looking at his own base right now, looking at the carnage there. And I thought the GG was going to be called before. We didn't see it. Valis played on and converted a bunch of things, but I think this would probably mean the game is over.
Yeah, he could also send the Cavarters into the woodland. He kind of forgot about that. He has some elephants.
Yeah.
But Valas is not giving up just yet, even though it's looking quite grim.
Tato could go for a defensive castle again to take his golds, or if he's feeling super confident, he could just drop the castle on Valis' face right now.
Ah, look at the foundations though, just before the GG.
Yep.
Right on the main TC of Valas. Beautiful.
That's sick. I love it. That was a great game though. That was good. Do you think in the end that it could be considered bad to try and go for the strategy Valis went for, or do you still think it was a good play, but it just was outplayed by Tato?
I think it was a great push. Like, Tato had no mistakes there, almost flawlessly. Like, that redemption was perfect timing, stopped the push. The Lykev sniped all the monks at the start, which was perfect. And then the forward castle was just what he needed to finish this.
Yeah, as honestly... Yeah, I really want to see how this game plays out if he makes a defensive castle, because I think it's not as easy for Tato to win if he doesn't go for the forward one. But, John Slow, every single game in this series has been close. Every one. Yeah. It's all been really good. So this has been amazing thus far. I hope that the rest of the games are like this, and I hope that the semi to come after this is the same. Alrighty. Yep, game 3. So number 1 pick versus number 1 pick. Can Valis tie it up? Turn this into a 2-2 situation where it's all evened up, or can Tato's Britons, which he used against Viper splendidly in the quarterfinal, somehow counter the amazing cannons that the Bohemians have?
It was some insane defense by Tato in that game. That was beautiful. But kind of unfortunate for Valas, right? It's another amazing Monk Civ, and one does not simply Monk rush Britons.
Yep.
So that's a bit unfortunate.
The maps are very lopsided as well, where the golds are way more forward for Valis. Now, this isn't a map where you should see tower rushing. I know Tato did in the first game, but like... a true tower rush shouldn't be possible here, so he should be able to take his golds pretty easily. He does have the back stone, which Tato does not, which could be a factor. But Tato's map is pretty insane to boom. Britons have the cheap TCs, and that's kind of the concern here when you're up against Britons. They've got cheaper town centers than you, and then they have such easy transitions towards army and have long-range archers, so those archers could end up sniping your bomber cannons.
Yeah. That's a problem with Bohemians. Like, you can, in this matchup, like, you do have the sick Hoofnitz, but Britons just snipe them. So,
But I think Hoofnitz, maybe someone could tell us the stats. I know Hoofnitz does more damage, but I think it's more HP and maybe more Pierce Armor. I'm trying to remember, because every time I've tried to kill Hoofnitz with archers, it takes a lot longer. It feels like they're taking less damage. So if you can actually get to Hoofnitz, if you're not losing all your bomber cannons before that upgrade, I think you can land some pretty massive shots. It should be different than what Tato was able to do against Viper, because Viper just had bomber cannons.
I'm not the one to.
Well, I say that because
fix
one of your viewers or one of my viewers is going to give us the data on that at some point here.
I'm sure
So
we will find someone. They are a bit faster though, right? With their unique tech, so it's
true.
easier to run away with them. So that's something, but I'm not sure about the Pierce armor.
Okay, so it's plus 10 HP and plus 1 Pierce armor. So that helps.
Yeah, that's something.
It was at least noticeable enough for me when I tried, but maybe my micro just sucks. So what do you do here against Britons then? Like, do you apply pressure so you can then fall back and have time to get chemistry and bombard cannons? Like, how would you try and play this matchup as the Bohemians?
Double castle wagons, of course. What else can you do here? But I guess, like, I might actually go monks here. You know what? Like, try to go monks, try to go for a forward castle, try to go to imp, and try to win early before Britons can get to their long-range units.
Okay. But you feel as though Britons do kind of counter Bohemians in a sense here?
I think so, yes. I think so. Especially in the longer game. Because what can Bohemians do, honestly? Except Hufnitz.
Okay, question. So I know this draft system's different, but if you had to rank Britons on Arena, all civs being available, what number would you give Britons?
Personally, I hate them, but...
Hate playing them, hate playing against them, or you just
Yeah, I don't like this. It should be removed from the game.
Okay.
But I mean, I would pick Turks, Burgundians, in general Bohemians too, over them.
Okay, and then maybe Britain's number 4, I guess.
Maybe.
Okay, I was just curious because I think like. I agree. I think I would put Turks and Burgundians as number 1 and 2, or number 2 and 1. People might debate on the order. In general, Bohemians have really good matchups, but I think Britons is maybe something I would pick before Bohemians. It's just they have such a good opening, and you can't really beat them in eco unless you're Burgundians. So.
Yeah, it's a good civ. It's a good civ, but it's lacking fun. I mean,
it's like there's no fun. Okay.
Yeah,
because there's no monks or
no monks. The unique unit is not. It's basically an archer. Like, you cannot really do funny stuff with them. It's a meta civ.
Yeah, it's boring. You just make normal. It's like you're playing Arabia. You just make archers and
archers and skirmishers. Ugh.
Okay. This is why I asked the questions. I really want people to know your thoughts. So.
Yeah. I'm here to share my wisdom.
Oh man. Hey, did you see the Titans League Season 3 silver bracket yet?
I did. I'm playing Zaratek the clown.
Oh, is he a clown?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Or at least another member of my Discord.
Okay, so, that should be fun.
Yeah, he was always posting his set of the day for Masters of Arena, and people were waiting for it. Like,
oh, nice.
Wait for the newspaper.
Okay, so you know him really well then.
Yeah,
I was happy to see you on the sign-up sheet. It should be good. I think you would have probably won your second round, I think, in the previous season if you wouldn't have built your castle as forward as you did. In fortified
against
clearing.
Levy? I don't remember.
Yeah, it was against Levy on fortified clearing. I think it was game 3. And the idea was there, right? But it was just a little too ambitious.
This time I'll make it to the whole league, no problem. Arena is there, right? I'm sorry that I didn't read all the handbook yet. But
it's just
Arena
the same map pool from season 2. So yes, so Arena and fortified clearing.
And Fortress.
And Fortress, correct.
Nice. That's why I love TTL. Honestly, after my events, of course, TTL is my most favorite tournament. So
because of the map pool? Because of the map pool from season 2?
The map pool and the format. Like, I think it's perfect for everybody. It's not a clown tournament. It's not an open map tournament. The system is amazing with the league. Like, I absolutely love it.
Okay, gotcha. Well, thank you for that. The map pool probably won't have quite as many closed maps this time around for Season 3 Gold and
What?
Platinum. It'll still have... Actually, listen to this
I
statement.
take it back.
Okay, I want you to give me your thoughts after each map that I say won't be included in Titans League Season 3. Ready?
Okay.
First off, Tato's going double monasteries with Britons. What?
What? Okay. What?
What? But let me just complete my thoughts. Arabia will not be in Titans League Season 3.
Really?
And Arena will not be in Titans League Season 3.
Nah.
Yeah, I want to...
It doesn't balance out. Like, with how bad Arabia is, Arena is just way too good. So it's not an even trade.
I thought I would try and piss off both Arabia and Arena fanboys in the same season, so...
No, it's really not there, both of them?
Well, so for what you're doing, the qualifier, that uses
Yeah.
Season 2's map pool. So that will still have Arena Arabia.
Okay.
But what we're doing is we're doing similar maps. So we're still having like a closed map replica, for example.
Okay.
And open map replica. So they're just similar, but they're not actually those maps. That's the current plan. So I think it'll be good.
Arena.
So if you like closed maps, you're going to have your closed map. Don't worry about it. There's going to be a Stonewall map. But it's not going to be like Arena because we just had King of the Desert and now we have Masters of Arena. So I didn't want to have more Arabia Arena. That's all.
Look at the block. I don't hate that. Okay. I mean, if it's, I don't know, like, is that the like Neely had like Hippo Arena? They have the Pants version of Arena, something like that?
Maybe. We'll see. I can speak no further on it, but I just, since we were talking about it, figured I'd mention that.
Okay, I mean, if there will still be another closed maps, I don't hate that.
Yeah, that's the idea. Scout gets deleted there from Valis. Tato Scout could get converted. That Monk's been charging up. And yet again, Tato went double range.
Double monastery.
Yeah, sorry, I was used to it. He's Britons. My apologies. But he got double monastery with the Britons. What do you think about that?
I love it. Instead of the usual barrack stable, he's going for double monastery. And if he gets that monk, man, he got both the monk and the spear. Look what Valas did. Valas was expecting a stable.
Yep.
And he went for a barracks. So that's barracks is useless. That's 175 wood down the drain. He cannot do anything with that. And he was just so surprised that Tato is going to be picking up also relics. That's why I said I love watching him. Who would have thought about that? Like double monastery as the Britons.
No one would have done it. Yep. They would have just simplified it and gone for the stable or gone for the archer range. And now, oh man, we're already talking about how bad this matchup could be for the Bohemians. And now Tato's going to have 4 relics. That's going to be an insane lead for him in the relic count.
Yeah, 4-1 is insane here. I mean, Valas maybe should have opened double monastery. Do Britons get a tournament? I think they do.
They do, but the problem is you don't want to go double monastery because of the threat of light cav, because Tato loves that. So, and he wanted to opt for the eco, which I understand. And I think the problem with atonement is it is quite expensive. And if you don't know it's double monastery, you're never going to get atonement until it's too late, you know? That's what's so cool about this double monastery move. It just completely blindsided Valis here. And now he's stuck.
I love it. I mean, that's basically the same investment. It looks like a big investment, double monastery, but think about it, that it's instead of a barracks, basically, he needs a barracks slate.
Yep.
So it's the same investment wood-wise, but you don't do all the military. You don't waste food on Lycav and stuff like that.
Yep.
So it's a small investment in the end, and he got 4 relics, and it's super worth it. I love it.
Interesting from Tato. So he's adding an archer range. He also bought stone. He's going to drop TC number 4. So it feels like he wants a little bit of map control, but he's also booming on 4 TCs at the same time. So it's kind of a mix of both. I'm not sure if he's actually going to make many archers or what, because he also doesn't have any upgrades. But his eco's flying, as is Valis's. And Valis already dropping the university now.
I assume he wants to do a couple of archers just to deny a potential forward castle by Valas.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, we saw Vince try to do that with Stiltons, and what did he do that yesterday with?
It was
Was it
Malians. Malians, yep.
Malians? Yeah. So that
The
was kind
timing
of
was just
bizarre.
all wrong there, dude. The timing
Yeah.
was so bad.
Uh,
Okay.
but with Britons, it makes sense.
You know what I would like to see here? I actually think this is really good. I think you add an archer range of your Valis, and while you're imping, you make like 5 hand cannons with your monks, and that allows you to move out and drop the castle, because you would kill the enemy monks, you would kill your enemy archers if they had the archers, because Tato needs crossbowmen, he needs fletching, he needs bodkin for those archers to be quote-unquote better than the hand cannons. And that's a big investment that he's either not going to do, or he's going to do and it's going to delay his Imperial Age massively. So I would like that, but I guess Tato, the way he's spread out his units right now, has made it so he will not miss Valis making any moves forward. Look at this vision.
Yeah. He's doing outposts now all over the map. That's so important on Arena.
Yep.
Always great. Love to see that. You know exactly what's coming and when it's coming. And both... Well, no. Actually, it's Valas is on the way to Imp. Tato's still not there.
Yeah. They're still making the archers, but no fletching or anything. I mean, it doesn't hurt to start producing the archers ahead of time, I guess, right? That's probably the idea.
Yeah. It's only a bit of gold. 5 town centers from Tatos. That's a big boom.
Whoa, yeah. You got to be a little careful with an overboom. You don't want to be in Castle Age for too long when the Bohemians are going to be pushing. You would assume, but Valis may also take his time here. Okay, Tato, delete the farm. Convert the Vilt. Now steal the farm and delete it.
I do it all the time, man. I don't care. I don't wait to see for 3 hours, but I will try to delete the farm.
Oh, man, but here come Vils. Tato is distracted. He loses his scout. He loses his monk. There are the archers, but Valis saw it because he dropped an outpost.
Azaman Gonel is perfect, like fletching and crossbowing now a bit late, and chemistry is incoming, so he'll be able to do cannons right away. Right away, yeah.
And I think you should add a Treb as well. You add 1 Treb and then you add cannons, because the Treb has so much more range to it.
Double Siege Workshop even, so he's really committing to the... Oh, but he changed his gather point.
Look,
and the villagers are coming forward.
Terror, look on the right. Look at the monk and the villager, Tato.
Oh, that's beautiful. PKOE. But, oh, no.
Round 2's about to start. Come and get him.
That's great.
Oh, Tata's so annoying.
Okay, now steal farms.
Yeah. Definitely. Steal that farm and delete it. Drop a stable in his base.
Oh, that's sick.
That's so annoying. Wow.
But quick walls that villager. Hello.
No. That he wants the villager to be free so he can convert another one.
It's debate. Oh, that monk. Yeah, he should kill it to make the villager safe.
Valis needs to somehow stop that, though. Like, you don't want to have to drop a castle in your base because it is freaking stable.
Oh, 97%. Gotta rush it.
It's going to go up. No. Stable goes up. Mangonel's going to go down there. Well played from Tato. 50 seconds from Imp. And the first cannon's already out for Valis. I would like to see him wait on making any skirms. Klickhoof needs it first. You've got enough control here. I think you could get away with it. Maybe it's too risky, though. I don't know.
Well, skirms could work. Tato is going for only crossbows, so the skirms are good. But...
Oh, my God. This castle is all because he converted a villain and made a stable in here. That's crazy.
Yeah, probably. I mean, the scout is gonna get a kill. Worth it.
Yeah, second kill it got, actually.
Could get another one if he was microing.
Yeah, but I mean, he probably figures it's done enough. He also has the villager running around to the back of Valis' base. But Valis is into his base with some skirms right now.
Yeah, but skirms are useless.
Yeah, skirms. This is what I said. Like, I feel like the ARBs will kill the skirms from range. Skirms take time to upgrade, but Hoofnitz, takes like 2 minutes.
Yeah, skirms, 0 armor.
Yeah. Tato still was quick walling his villager in the back of Valis' base. But he's got a knight there now. So he's still annoying. And it's hard to make the right decisions when you've got all this random crap happening in your base right now. Your Valis. So we have Yeoman now completed for Tato. So his Arbalest are going to have ridiculous range. They're up to 11 range. The cannons will have 12 range. And we saw Tato against Viper. He did not hesitate to pick off those cannons. But good map control from Valis in the middle. There's stones and golds there, so that's not going to hurt him. That's for sure.
And the castle on the right is quite interesting for Tato.
Yeah, true.
Gonna put pressure. I assume he'll mess a few traps and try to take that castle of Valas down. And so far, Tato is defending quite well.
Yep. Skirms have too little range. And you got to invest into all the armor upgrades, too. No Hoofnitze on the way, but we do have 6 cannons for Valis. And if he knows about that castle on the right side, he will be able to take that down immediately.
But he doesn't. He knows about the outpost. Maybe he's going to kill the monk and he will spot it.
There were 2 Arbalest over there before, so he might want to look for that as well. And yeah, he will spot that. So Tato might regret that castle.
Yeah, but... well, let's see. Okay, he's going straight there with the cannons.
And no Hoofnitze yet. Tato will lose that stable that he made inside of Alice's base. Tato's skirms show up. Or, sorry, his arbs show up and see the skirms. Yet again, I'm going to voice my displeasure with the fact that we've seen skirms. I would have preferred to see the cannons be buffed stronger with the Hoofnitze upgrade. Tato kills 2 of them already. But there's still more cannons, and the skirms do bonus damage against the arbs, and you have to respect them. Either way.
Now full armor.
Yep. Now you can dive. Okay. Good. Now the skirms are looking better. Attack round. Big shot from Valis. Ooh. Okay. Let's go, baby.
Careful with the cannons. Bam.
That didn't even look like it hit.
Yeah. I think he has Werewolf, right?
No, he does not have Werewolf yet. Also interesting. I don't know if Werewolf is necessarily worth it.
Against traps, yes. Against cannons, it's a nerf actually.
It's a nerf in what way? Because the accuracy means the initial shot.
Yeah, then it will definitely miss if you move the cannon. Right?
I never thought about that.
If you don't do that, there is a chance you will hit because you missed.
Yeah.
You can hit straight as the cannon was moving.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. A castle on the right side for Tato, I can understand what he's thinking, and this is a Tato thing. But in the end, I don't know if it's really worked out for him. He's going to have a lot of villagers and army that's exposed there. And Valis has not clicked Hoofnitze yet, but as I say it, boom. 2 minutes away from these cannons being even stronger. Not looking too bad for him right now.
Yeah, he's looking quite nice. Gonna clean all those villagers now. On the right side, the Arbalists are just marching to death.
Yep.
And what's the trap going to do?
Go for the castle. He knows he's going to lose it, so he figures why not. Tato is prepping traps at home now to try and push the castle from Valis in the middle, but he doesn't have enough of them yet. Like, if he had 4 or 5 right now, he could already be on the castle. But the timing here is a little off. Arena's all about the timings, John Slow.
True.
So, I mean, that's something that Valis wanted to avoid. He didn't want the Britons to have the better boom in the early Castle Age Arb push, so that's been good. And now Tato hasn't been able to push down any of his castles yet. That's also been a positive for the Finn.
Yeah, I mean, Tato definitely needs werewolves right now because he can deal with the Hoofnitze with his long-range Arbalest, but the traps are a problem.
Yeah. And the problem is he needs tread production from the 2 castles he has. So now he's going to get it with the back castle. That's a good move from Tato.
Yeah. But now he needs to micro.
That's a lot of light cap. There's not a lot of helps.
Yeah, where's the military of Valas? He's dropping that.
Yep. Trebs will be exposed. Werewolf comes in. Trebs kind of unsure on where to go because Valis is microing a lot. The Hoofnitze are alive, though. For now, let's see how the Arbs do against them. Tato micros well.
Yeah, you're right. They take... It looks like they're not dying to the Arbalest.
It's definitely way harder to kill them. And Tato's castle, he had to buy stone to repair there. Valis is still fine here, man. Hoofnitze are insane.
And now the skirmishers are forwards. Elfinza can go for the trebs. Oh, but he needs
Werewolf.
the micro. Oh,
Werewolf. Micro!
Move.
Micro! Micro!
Oh,
Oh!
man.
Ay, ay, ay. But at the end of the day, he killed 2 trebs for 2 cannons. It's not too bad. And he's really close to Tato. He's on Tato's doorstep right now. It's really hard for Tato to take efficient fights.
Yeah. I'm not sure where Tato is going with those arbalests right now. Imagine a siege tower now.
Dude, that would be really good, actually.
Yeah.
But I'm concerned for Tato here. The middle castle position for Valis is so helpful.
Yeah.
Big shot. Tato dodges underneath it, goes for the Hoofnitsa, and doesn't get it. Does get a trap.
He just got the Wagenburg tactics, I think.
Okay.
If that was that. So now his cannons are a bit faster. And well, he gotta snipe those traps or else his trap is wrecked.
Tato's army count is insane right now. He's at 70 army. He's at 200 pop. Remember, he has 4 relics, so the long-term golden comes better for him. Though it has been way more awkward for him to take neutral gold. So I think the golden comes probably pretty much even right now. And maybe Valis is even ahead there. And Tato loses a trep, but he takes out a cannon. And now he goes for the next cannon with some good splits. And is he missing ballistics? What's happening?
No.
He gets another one.
That's why I said they should fix ballistics.
Gets another one, though. Tato's using his range so efficiently here. Wow.
Micro nerds.
The problem really for Valis is that he can't just focus on the castle. Tato's got army to the north of Valis' castle, too. So you've got range units kind of spread out everywhere. And the cannons are normally good when things are clumped up in one spot. And that's simply not the case anymore.
So active with the traps, like trying to shoot and backing them going back. Did I jinx him right now?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, he's definitely going to take out the trebuchet from Valis there. Like, that trebuchet is going to be a goner. And more cannons are disappearing now. And we're really starting to see the power of the Britain Arbs now against these bombard cannons.
Yeah, Valas only 22 military. That's not enough at this stage of the game.
Yeah. He honestly is struggling to have wood because he's making halbs, he's making skirms, and he's making cannons and traps. All of that is wood heavy.
Yeah, and Tato now raiding on the right side with 2 light cap, getting some villagers. There's Halbzer, who's refusing to help. And now he's moving. and look at the villager fight on the corner. What the hell? What minute is this?
Man, it really felt like there was a window there for Valis to push Tato. It looked like it was working initially. But Tato, I think the inclusion of Lightcap might not have led to that many kills, but it's just offered such a nice meat shield and just another distraction. And then he just patrols in with the Cav, and then he can really micro with those Arbalest.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, look how much stones they both have, and Valas finally doing a castle using that, but still both are above 1k stones, so...
That's true.
Using that. Both have a lot of gold still, so...
I think
it's far from over.
I think Tato is tempted to drop that castle on that, what's left of that gold on the right. This is 20 of his villagers.
Interesting move. Like, Valas should be able to see that.
Yeah.
Or no, he cannot see that. That castle. Okay, now he can see that. Only 1 halb.
Valis needs, if he has 6 to 8 cannons, he can make a push and can end the game way faster than anyone will believe here. He's gonna have 6 cannons here soon. Yeah, Tato's just gonna take the gold on the right. Take whatever he can from it.
What about the castle? No castle.
Yeah, I think save the stone.
Look at them sharing.
Yeah, it's nice of them. You know, there's so much war out there. It's nice to see some peace every once in a while.
Ooh, big trap push now from Tato on the left side. That castle has no villagers next to it to repair, so...
No HP upgrades either. No hoardings, no masonry. So this thing should go down pretty quickly here. And look at Tato's light cav. He's like, okay, go ahead. Come forward. Come forward. I'm here. I'm waiting for you.
No.
Oh, the cannons! No. The cannons! Oh, that was perfect from Tato. He killed 3 of the
Wow.
6 cannons there, and he could back away with his trebs now as well if he wants to.
Was a huge fight for him.
Yeah. Or Warwolf the skirms. Bam. Get wolfed on. I don't know if this is worth it. He's losing a lot of arbs anyways, but it's pretty cool.
If Alaskan snipes those trebs, I think it would be a good fight for him, but he's not even trying. He's scared of the arbs.
He's scared of the arbs. Yeah. I don't blame him. And Valis, after losing that castle, I think he's going to get picked apart now. Because when there's castles in the right positions, it's kind of hard for Tato to use his mobility. But the second there's not, you know Tato's going to be able to switch sides with the Cav.
Look at that castle by Tato that he wants to do in the south.
Oh, interesting. Tato still has to be careful with his Arbalests. But he doesn't see many halbs now to protect these Hufnitsa, and the Light Cav are going to dive in. And again, just so good from Tato. These cannons are so expensive.
2 going down. Yeah, maybe 3 even.
Yep.
I love how Tato is randomly chopping the woodline of Valas on the right side after the gold is gone.
True.
With 18 villagers. So...
Also, I love how he brought his 4 trebs forward with this sneaky castle. It's like a little preemptive, but it does make sense because he feels like he's going to be uncontested there.
Oh, but the Ufnits are coming. Oh no, that could be... Oh man.
Oh, Tato noticed.
You need to micro. You need to micro. You need to move.
Okay, he moved. And he'll kill both trebs.
Yeah.
Maybe that wasn't the wisest play from Tato then. But the other trebs are still there. The other trebs will still be able to fire, and if there's a hole into Valis' base sometime soon, the Light Cav can stream right in, which Valis doesn't want to have to deal with.
Yeah. Villagers are still dying on the right. Some Light Cav push. Valas jumping into the castle. Ufnitsa is there, but well, could still go either way. Just Tata has so much more military.
Yeah, yeah. And the Arbs have so much more utility because they can take out cannons and they can take out halbs. And against skirms, they're doing damage to skirms before the skirms can get in close enough. Yep. And it's positional too, right? Like Tato might not have any defensive castles right now, but Valis can't push because Tato has this position, and Tato can raid with Light Cav. And he's running now. He's just attacking the mining camp. But if he clicks those Light Cav towards the Treb, he'll take that, and then he could be right back into Valis' farming eco before he knows it.
Yeah. But Valis' halbs are already gonna lose the Treb, really, to 3 Light Cav. Come on.
Yep, other Light Cav trying to make their way through the houses there. And there's now 5 cannons, soon going to be 7 for Valis. I think this is his last wave. I know he has tons of gold, but it feels like he needs to take to change something soon, right?
Yeah, look at the Treb by Tato deep inside the base of Valas, who's trying to do stone walls. But that's a great move by Tato. Like, more and more raiding, like, he's gonna kill the economy. That's perfect.
Yeah, and then anytime he sees the cannons, he uses Arbs to take them out. He's going to take 1. And then he pops out of the castle, and he's going to go take more. Probably needs to back away. Big Werewolf shot, though, could come in. Treb tasked to the cannons. And actually damages some of them. But Valis holding on here.
Kill the Treb.
He's got to go for the Treb. Oh, God, Arbs are out now. And Arbs go down, but 2 Hoof needs to go down, and Tato's back inside the castle. Light Cav are into Valis' eco. This is going to be so tough. He's got a panic TC. And Tato's castle here is 36 kills, by the way. Finally, he loses that Treb.
Valas needs to re-wall. I mean, he will lose villagers, yeah, but if he re-walls now, he's not in a bad spot, even though he's now losing the castle in the middle. So Tato just overriding him again.
Oh, man, that was huge. Tato used that whole sequence to take out the middle castle, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if they wasn't losing that middle castle, I would agree with you that he's still in a fine spot, but Tato's it's saved up perfectly for that moment. And now he's going to be on the right side as well. You've got 1 castle in defense against Tato. He's going to raid you to death.
Yeah, Valas is really dropping in population down to 84 villagers, and he's losing more now. Not the greatest.
Dude, Tato is truly playing incredible. Valis is not playing bad.
Yeah.
And I think that Britons are superior in this matchup too. But he has really utilized all the bonuses here. The amount of raids that he's able to get in on Arena is just, it's insane. Like usually players are safe behind those walls, but Tato finds a way in somehow, some way. Whether it's petards or converting a villager or trebbing openings into walls.
Yeah. Tato is playing this perfectly so far. And he played it perfectly yesterday. Like his whole tournament was amazing so far. Playing so strong.
Yeah,
maybe he found his home map for well, not for TTL, but
Tato, I don't think there'll ever be a day where Tato picks Arena as his home map.
What?
Consistently. I mean, maybe he should, though. Maybe he should against other players, like more open map players.
Yeah, for sure. Like, if he's facing, I don't know, Leary, Hera, or so, definitely go for Arena's home map, I think.
That's a good point. Every time I look over here, Hoofnitzes are going down. Tato has taken Valis down to 1 Hoofnitze. Yes, he loses Arbs in the process, but remember, he's had relics. So he has more consistent long-term gold income. There's no gold to be mined anymore on the map. So it is just players working off of their relic income, of which there is none right now for Valis. He wasn't able to pick up that relic again after losing his monastery.
Yeah. Well, he recovered a bit in economy. He's now only 16 builders behind.
Yep.
And he still has solid numbers. I don't think he's gonna give up anytime soon.
We'll just wait till the Werewolf shots on his skirms, though. Because his pop's gonna change pretty quickly here.
Yeah. What? I see 3 Hoofnitze, but I see like on the field, but I can see only 1. Maybe I'm blind. How is it?
At 3 in Q. The top number is the amount in Q with capture age.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, the bottom number is the amount on the field. So we'll have 3 more after this, but he does lose that one. And yeah, like Tato's got double the farmers. Tato's got the perfect map control now. Maybe not perfect map control, because he would ideally want like 3 or 4 castles, but there's not many castles in general. There's 2 for Tato. There's just 1 for Valis. And you could sit behind your walls and hold for a while if you are the player with the relics and try and play into a lot of cannons, but I think it's going to be really tough for you long term if you're the player without the relics.
Oh, look at all the ranges he's doing at home, so he's not giving up just yet. He does want to place in the final tomorrow. A lot of money is also on the line here. It's not about only clown prestige.
Yep. And as you know, many clown jokes as we make, this is a serious tournament, man. 10K. Majority of the big names signed up. Any big name that didn't sign up was just scared of the settings.
Exactly.
They didn't want to be embarrassed in the round of 32 or the round of 16, so...
Yep. So again, big thanks to Microsoft for the sponsorship.
Yep, absolutely, man. I was really pumped for you and pumped for all the clowns when we saw Microsoft come in to sponsor this.
Yeah, in the end, this tournament killed the clowns, but killed Arena, but yeah.
All right, Valis, he's backed into a corner here, or not even the corner, he's backed into his own base. The light cap swoop in, and Tato is going to finish this one. Those Hoofnitze are all going to go down, and even if they don't, we've known that Tato's had a pretty big lead here for a while.
Ace is now what we call a big dark noob by Valis.
I mean, he's still got cannons.
Yeah, well, he actually has more villagers, you know what? So, and look at his stone count. If you're not using the stone, maybe sell it to get a few more Hoofnitze. Right?
I think Tato should be prepping champion here as well.
Yeah, that would definitely finish the game.
Yeah.
That's the 4 relics.
But he doesn't have to. Like, I think he can just continue to do this. And oh my god, that werewolf shot killed 2 cannons.
Oh my.
Just 1 more of those and this game is well and truly over. But we can't, it's a semi-final, right? Big moment for Valis, and so he's going to make sure that this game is completely over before he resigns.
Yeah. Semi-final is a very nice achievement for him. I mean, I wouldn't call it before the tournament. Oh my god.
That's shot, though. I found that interesting that he went through Madri and also
Yeah,
Barles, and that they're also
yeah.
similar. Like that was kind of interesting. And I'm honestly impressed with how Valis performed today because I feel like sometimes if you play up against the same type of player multiple rounds in a row, you don't really expand your knowledge on how to play certain situations because it's just the same type of thing, right? But
Mhm.
his style's so solid that he always gives himself a chance regardless on Arena, so he's played well.
Yeah, he's playing really strong. He now has a militia that might change the game here, but no,
No,
GFG.
yep, GFG. First the G, then the GFG, then the GG. Tato's up 3-1 now. And that really hurts Valis' chances in the series because it would already be difficult to win 3 games in a row against Tato because of how amazing Tato is playing. And many people might think he's playing the best out of anyone right now.
Yeah.
But you've lost Bohemians, which was your number 1 pick. So there are some cool civs. We do have the Teutons and some others we'll touch on that Valis could fall back to, but he cannot falter now. Otherwise, his road in Masters of Arena 7 will end here. Yeah, so it's going to be Portuguese for Tato, which is his second Civ pick. And then
Ooh.
it is Teutons for Valis. So he figures, let's just get a win on the board and then go for some of our more difficult selections like Frank, Scots, and Vikings.
I mean, never underestimate Portuguese, right? It's still a 6 Civ despite the nerf
Mm-hmm.
to the organs, but it's still a great Civ. And if he plays them fast enough, like he can kill Teutons, because Teutons are quite a slow Civ. The only issue is he cannot use monks, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe he can, and that will be extreme. Maybe he will open double monastery just to surprise Valas.
He
Who
did it
knows?
with Britons in the previous game.
Yeah.
So, like, if you
Possible.
surprise your opponent with Atonement when they don't expect you to have monks, it might
Yeah.
take longer to convert, but your opponent still has to run away at the very least.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
I
what you
always-
do. This is what you do. You ready?
Okay.
So you expect Valis to go monks because
Mhm.
Valis figures my opponent can't go monks, and Valis needs some type of all-in. You go triple monastery with Tato and you hide it, okay?
Mhm.
You go, you get like, let's say 4 or 5 monks. You obviously make sure you get atonement, but then you make sure that you get fervor because your opponent will never get fervor, and then you can chase down the other player's monks and convert them.
Yeah, and start the chain reaction.
And
of
start the chain
conversion.
reaction, yeah. Against
That
Teutons.
would be something.
Dude, that would be so sick. Promise me you try that at some point, okay? If you're up
One
against
day.
Teutons, maybe we should be silent. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this publicly, but if you're ever up against Teutons, just give it a shot, dude. That'd be so sick.
Yeah. I always forget who it was, but there was someone who Mon crushed Teutons in an arena tournament and won. I'm sure someone in the chat will say who it was, but it did happen before. I think it was Rani maybe who did that.
I don't know. I can't answer that one.
Oh, Baba Orum versus Rani when he wrecked Rani in Srinil Burmese versus Teutons. Yeah.
Really? Was it, I guess, which tournament? Masters Arena or Valhalla?
It was
or-
MoA7, right? If I remember correctly.
I
Because
don't.
if Orum won Srinil, it definitely wasn't Valhalla, right? Because
Oh yeah, because running. Yeah, because running went pretty far. Okay. Well, backstone here for Tato, which could be nice if he went to Organ Guns. I don't think we'll see Organ Guns though. Like Teutons have such good monks. I don't think that would be really the wisest of plays.
Yeah. Organ Guns basically get countered by Mangonels now, so
Yeah.
it's a it's again one of those nerfs that I don't like. Like,
no, it was needed in some way.
What? For what? Like, when do you see Organ Guns or used to see Organ Guns?
So here you would see it all the time, dude. In TTL, we saw all in Organ Guns. I died to Fast Castle all in Organ Guns on Golden Swamp, which I'm still pissed about. Like the second they gave them the wood bonus, when they gave them the wood bonus from the berries, it made their fast castles just a little bit faster with that type of build, and it was really difficult to stop. But the worst part about it, I think, is that like you said, double monastery, triple monastery defense against the old organs is what you'd maybe have to do. But so you tank your entire eco because you're expecting tons of organs, and then if they just don't make any organs and go fast imp Fatoria, you're behind. So I think the fact that the Fatoria also exists for the Portuguese and the fact they didn't want to remove the wood bonus from the berries is why they had to nerf the organs. I think it was a combination of things. But have
Then
you?
they do it to unique units, like nerf different stuff. Unique units are rare sight, I think. So
Okay.
uh,
Okay, I get your point. I like to see unique unit play as well. Have you seen though the new organs and how they perform in late cast,
yes,
late
they're
early?
horrible.
No, no,
They like to Mangonels. I don't. You probably
no.
didn't cast that game, but that was like that one YOLO game between Muhammad and PLP in the qualifiers.
Okay.
And he went all in organ guns, and basically PLP, he did lose in the end, but he defended with like Mangonels, and organs were useless because they do less damage now. And
so elite organ guns and the way the projectiles work, because it kind of does spray damage, it's not as accurate. They will be able to one shot like 15 elite organs will one shot 20 arbalest because it's a spray damage, right? And so they hit different targets. And I may be exaggerating a little bit, but they're absolutely insane later on in the game. So before it was like no one goes elite organ gun. Everyone just goes organs all in Castle Age if they go for them at all. So I kind of like where the organ guns are at right now. But
okay, if it's good in later game, maybe I never get to later game.
Yeah, that's true. At your fast imp, treb, cannons, monks. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, Valas going up 24 villagers and a barracks. So yeah, gonna be scouts probably.
Yep, do not get light cav with the Teutons, so that could be a concern.
Look what Tato is doing.
He's going to stone? What? He's actually going to try it for us. So we just talked about the organ guns being bad. Well, one of us is going to get proven wrong here.
I mean, you do not do... Unless he wants to do like some silly fasting monks, I don't see organ guns working here. Not only because they're plebs, but because Teutons get amazing monks, right?
Yeah.
And you don't go organ guns against monks.
Well, it will likely be just a one monastery opening from Valis.
Yeah.
So that's, he would have to switch into the second monastery, which means he would have to know that this is a strategy that's happening in the first place. There's also a world where Tata wants a forward castle because that's what he did 2 games in a row against Viper.
True.
So if he goes, I don't think he will do that because he only has 2 on gold.
Yeah, exactly.
But if he queues up Loom, then we'll know he wants to go forward.
Yeah, but probably not, right? Since he has, as you said, only 2 on gold, and you will not have enough gold to go to Castle Age if you do Loom. So yeah, he's into villagers. So I don't know what's the play here. Like, is he expecting Valas to be aggressive and he's preparing defensive castle? I don't fully understand.
I think he's expecting Valis to be defensive, right? Because if you're expecting a lot of aggression, you're expecting it to be through monks. In which case, I think organ guns are a really bad play.
Yeah.
So I think he's hoping that is a scout build from Valis.
Okay.
He might be a little confused by the uptime too. Like I don't know what the standard uptime would be for scouts with Teutons, but on a 9-ville start especially. But that was a little quick, right? You do have cheaper farms though with Teutons, which is what I think allows you to have a pretty smooth eco with this.
Yeah. Now getting all of his farms after horse colors. That's great. And Bowstrong's the way to Castle Age. Tato, but he's only 2 on stone.
2 on stone, yeah.
So that's not a castle place. I don't fully understand this. Maybe he was just checking the water, like trying to see what Valas is doing. But what changed? Like, what did he learn? According to his uptime? I don't know.
Honestly, my gut tells me that based on Valis' uptime, he thinks that Valis is going 2 monasteries in the middle. And so what he wants to do is he wants to boom into a defensive castle. Now he's adding a barracks? I'm so confused. Never mind.
I don't know.
I mean, barracks isn't going to hurt, but it's not really... Random spearmen in the middle against players who have monks typically doesn't work out too well.
He definitely has a plan, though. It's Tato. He always has a plan. I'm just not sure what that is.
Yeah. I think he wants to boom into a defensive castle and win the race to Imp. But I think the second he sees this second scout from Valis, he's going to be like, oh, That's not what I was expecting here.
Okay. Uh, so we got 3 scouts for Valas. I mean, we still don't. The bad thing is you cannot do Lyca. The good thing is you don't need to do Lyca, right?
Yeah.
To save the food. So
Yep. And you
that's
resist
also,
conversion as well.
yeah.
So,
That's
which
nice.
is incredibly nice. It allows you a little bit more time to get the kills on monks, which is one of the reasons you research Lycav anyway, so it doesn't take as much time.
Mhm.
Monastery for Tato, still been mining stone, drops the second TC, so this is just going to be a boom. And he's going to try and get relics with the spearman, but Valis with the scout control, assuming he's on point, should be in the preferred position here, I think.
Yeah, for sure. And Tato adding second TC. I honestly don't know what the stone is for. I really think he was expecting like double monastery, and his
He
plan
wanted a
was to do a
defensive
small
castle.
boom and get a defensive castle.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that makes sense actually. So not even the organ guns, but especially with his gold position, he just felt like he's gonna push me, and I need defense for that. I think you're right. Could still use the stone for some interesting timings, though, right? Like the castle will probably be earlier than it would normally be, which could allow for him to drop it, protect himself, make some organ guns. Maybe Valis thinks it's all in, or, you know, maybe he underestimates it. It's kind of hard to say. But I heckin' love Arena. That's all I have to say. This is great.
I heckin' love Arena. Yeah, definitely. Well, it's a most relaxed map in the ladder. No pressure. It's for chill people. It's for people who like to enjoy life, to relax a bit, eat a cookie, and then play behind walls. No pressure to quick wall. No need to microdose too many carbs.
Most relaxed map, except for like all the mid-elo players who want to boom that are getting castle dropped right now.
Oh, true. If you don't know what's coming,
yeah. Yeah, I think that's a big thing when people don't know how to deal with some of these all-in castle drop unique unit plays. I get a lot of questions about that, and oh, great defense from Tato there. Wow.
Yeah, that was good. He did lose the monk though, but still.
Yeah, but he killed a scout, and I don't think he'll lose this monk.
Oh no. Oh yeah, if those were Lycav, he could have dived, but because you don't get them.
Yep. Okay, 3 TCs. So what are you thinking long-term army comp-wise for Portuguese? Arbalest? Bomber cannon, maybe?
It has to involve cannons for sure, with a unique tech, like they could get ballistics for cannons. That's always nice. But it's a tough one. Like Teutons can defend against basically anything.
Everything.
Like you go cannons in Portuguese, bam, you get castles with how it's called again?
Crenellations.
With crenellations, yeah. You try to go for Arbalest, you get siege onagers. So you try to go anything, you can get paladins. Like Teutons have an answer to everything, but it's just a question of time because they're quite slow.
Yeah. Do Portuguese get siege engineers? Oh man, scout gets converted.
I'm 99% certain they do, but
okay. And a Crenellation's castle is 12 range, right? Oh, 7 plus 5.
13? No, 12, yeah.
I think it's 12.
They don't get Bracer. Okay, makes sense.
So you could get siege engineers to outrange the Teuton castles, but you just have to be...
13.
Wait, Crenellations is 13?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what the chat is saying, and I trust them. Most of them. Okay.
It wouldn't surprise me, but I was just trying to think of like creative ways, to still push.
There isn't a way. Like you have to. I don't know. You have to
5.
surprise.
Okay. Yeah. So
but we already saw. Matter. Yeah. We already saw Tato coming up against these kind of situations, right? He always has something under his sleeve, like to surprise his opponent with. So.
Well, I mean, in this case, he's going to add some siege, and Valis is going to do the same now, because I think Tato's plan now is to use that stone he saved up, push out across the map, and then get a forward castle. And he wants to just pressure before Crenellations could come in. It's a great vision there from Valis to know that this is going to go down here.
Yeah, this is the way actually. Like, do the damage early before Teutons can get to their sick composition.
Yep.
And I like that. I like that. But Valas is ready. He's getting a tournament, which is perfect.
This is huge. Oh, man, this could ruin Tato's timings here. He's going to click up to Imp. Nice split micro there from Valis, who's still showing a lot of belief here in his play, that he could get the job done. With Atonement, he can convert Tato's monks. With the monks out of the picture, it's only Spearman remaining.
Oh, no. He doesn't have redemption, though, so gotta be careful. Does he have Sensitivity? Yeah.
Yeah, but he's going to be able... He'll get Spearman and get monks. Like, Tato has to back away. It's so awkward for Tato. If he wants to protect his siege now, he's going to have to sacrifice Spearman to do so.
Oh. The bear was blocking.
Hated when that happens. Freaking bear. Okay. It's not too bad for Tato. Could have been worse.
Yeah. The bear is still there, blocking.
But he wants to be building a castle forward already. That's the issue. And the fact that he doesn't have a castle up on the front right now is pretty huge for Valis, because it gives Valis time to catch up and get to Imp.
Yeah, the bear has a kill, by the way.
Oh, nice. Woo, 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 I guess. Raw, rar, growl.
Something like that. Okay, both are going to Imp. Tato, 2 minutes faster.
Do we see a Fatoria? I think I would like to see one Fatoria. One.
You know what? He has only 69 villagers. Nice, but yeah, I mean, if he doesn't have a full eco, a few Fatorias could be nice.
Yeah, I think just one. Because you have... On this eco, one is enough of a boost, and you can afford to lose 20 pop space. But if you add too many of them, then it just takes away from your potential to push.
Yeah. In the end, Fitoria is not very effective, right? As long as you have resources. Like, it's not... It doesn't pay for those 20, 25 population space?
20. It's 20. But it's also... I think they increased the cost of that in the most recent patch, but we're playing on the older patch. Yeah. So it is 250, 250 now. So he drops one, and yeah, I think he'll stop at that. It just gives him a nice little boost.
It's great in the longer game, and if you're 1 TC, but if not, usually it's not worth it. But maybe you're right, one could be nice at the start to give him that small boost.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, sick beats when you click a Fatoria, too.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, so chemistry on the way. This comes as no surprise to anybody. Tato also researched crossbowmen, which does surprise me. So he's not going to go for hand cannons. He's going to go for arbalest, but it was very late on blacksmith upgrades, so just not getting fletching.
Redemption for Valas.
Yep.
Love it.
That's a good move to convert any bombard cannons that you're expecting to come out, and that's one of many tools that you can use to take care of the bombard cannons, right? Because we mentioned crenellations is a possibility for the Teutons.
Yeah. And something we didn't mention too much is that Valas is with 4 relics, so that's big.
Yep. Yeah, I think we were spot on. I think Tato was expecting Valis to go all in, which is why he was on stone, and Tato kind of had to switch his plans midway through this game. Tato adding a lot of houses. I feel like he might be tempted for another Fatoria here. He's really going crazy with the houses.
Yeah, yeah. And Valas going for the Imp, Monk upgrades, illumination, block printing, adding chemistry, so he will be able to add cannons, because the only thing he cannot stop right now is traps, so cannons will be perfect.
Tato's not pushing. Like, he opened like he would, but now at this point he's definitely realizing it's going to be difficult.
And it's bad. It's bad. He's giving Valas a lot of time. Look at what Valas is doing. He's doing stables at the back of his castle.
Oh, I love it. Paladin is such an epic play here. But what are you expecting from Teutons? You're expecting Teutons to go monks? You're expecting Teutons could maybe go siege?
Can do anything. That's the beauty of this Civ. Oh, he's going to convert outposts.
That's amazing.
Teutons can go for paladins, they can go for halves, they can go for Teutonic knights, they can go for cannons, they can
Siege
go for hand
Onager.
cannoneers, they can go for siege onager,
Yep.
they can go for monks, they can go for anything basically. I love that civ so much.
Wow, Valis could. This is gonna be nice momentum if he can get a win here. He's played so good, like he's not making mistakes. He's playing super clean, super solid. It doesn't look like there's any fatigue or worry.
Yeah.
Very consistent, man.
Cavalier and crenellations, and he's doing a good castle. Could have been a bit more forward on his secondary gold at home. But Tata is going for the forward castle, so Valas needs traps also. He has 2 traps. Can he see the castle? Oh, he doesn't see the castle. Sends a monk.
Yeah, that is interesting. He doesn't see it. And Valis is going to see his castle. Now, Valis doesn't even have Cavalier completed yet. He doesn't have any army from those stables yet. So that's my concern for him. But the thing is,
that's a beauty.
You could you don't need the army, right? You just use the couple monks and a couple cannons, and then if they come in for you, you just fall back to your crazy range castle.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. With Teutons, you don't need military to be safe, right? Like just a few siege, a few monks, and that's it.
Yep. And it allows you to save some resources over time. The real gutsy play that I would have loved to see here was not even make Cavalier and just click Paladin first. But it's so pricey, and I think we could easily be critical of that decision.
But Tato is already doing halves. He knows. I don't know if he saw the switch. He sees the stables. No.
Yeah, but he hasn't seen anything. He has to expect there's a big ball of army hiding behind this. He's probably expecting it to be more than it really is.
Yeah. Well, he can also see that Tato doesn't have. Valas doesn't have Botkin even.
Yeah.
So that means that he's probably not going for any ranged units. No skirmishers or so. That's the only range he can do. Except hand cannoneers.
Yeah. Tato losing some crossbowmen that were behind the woodline from Valis. Valis going to drop a castle in the south. Tato didn't know there was a neutral down there. That's not a good castle. But Tato doesn't see it.
He sees the castle, but not the villagers.
He was patrolling into the outpost. There he goes.
Yeah.
Well, that's a bit rough there for Valis. And now Tato knows about the gold that he didn't know about before.
Oh, but the Cavaliers are coming.
Yeah, that's true.
Imagine, instead of attacking the castle, he now breaks one tile of the wall with the cannons and sends the Cavaliers in.
Yep.
Yeah. Now the cannon micro. Oh, nice snap at the monks. Use the monks.
Yep, monks need to be used here. Tato could kill 2 trebs. They're stacked next to each other. Tato should absolutely be going for those trebs. He's got the micro as crossbows, and the monks are going to convert 1.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
2, 3 cannons.
He deleted them all.
Tato actually deleted them.
Well, he got the trap. That was actually perfect timing. Like, got the trap. He actually saved the castle by doing that, and he deletes the cannon. That was a beautiful move by Tato.
Are we sure he didn't get heresy? It looked like deletes to me, though.
It looks like deletes.
Yeah.
I would have done it, but I would have deleted them the second before they shot.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
Well, Tato able to stay in this game because of that epic delete. Had he given those cannons to the enemy, he would have lost his castle. He would have lost his treb.
Yeah.
And this is crazy. Remember, he has a Fatoria bringing him resources. That thing will bring him a little bit of every resource indefinitely. Well, you know, forever until that thing gets destroyed.
Moves the trap.
Oh. And now you don't have Paladin because you committed to Cap, and the Cavalier didn't work.
Yeah.
This could be rough. You don't have monks right now. Tato is building up
rush
trust.
it. Like, you have the better sieve. Chill a bit. He
Yeah,
cannot
just
push
relax.
you.
Yep.
Mass some siege.
Yeah.
Maybe chop those annoying trees in front of the castle who are blocking.
Oh my god, what is that treb shot? That was the most inaccurate volley like ever, and it went 5 tiles over where the treb was and hit the treb. I feel bad for
That's why Werewolf
Valis.
is a nerf.
Yeah, true.
Oh boy.
And then Tato saves a bombard cannon on 8 HP. I swear, man, like you and I would never get luck like that.
Yeah. Okay, 4 traps. It's dangerous. Valas needs to defend here because it feels like if he loses that castle, he's in big trouble.
Yeah, he's trying to click Paladin right now. This is what he's trying to do, John Slow.
Oh boy.
Big attack round there, but that castle's a goner.
Dead.
Yeah. Yeah, he cannot save that. Wow, what crazy job from Tato here, really. Because initially he was going to push, and then he realized, well, actually, wait a second. He must be hiding something back there. Let me just back up. 2 minutes for the Paladin upgrade to complete. Paladin upgrade is being researched in his base, thankfully for Valis. But Tato knows what the composition is, and you can't really change the composition here now if you're Valis. You're stuck on this. It's so expensive. You got to commit.
He's housed like crazy. Got to rush them up. I mean, Tato's economy, despite the one Vitoria, is not the greatest. Like, he has only 29 farmers.
Yeah.
So it will be really hard to replace those halves if Valas takes one great fight. But Valas is gonna get housed again, so because that castle is gonna go down.
Things have not gone according to plan. Also, not having ballistics has affected his potential damage from crenellations. Felt like he had the monks, he had the crenellations upgrade, but Tato was just able to get a good combination of units, Halb and Arbalest.
Tato's playing so good.
Yeah, seriously. Valis has played insane Age of Empires today, and Tato's been able to just make so many things happen that most players shouldn't be able to get away with. However, this gets a whole lot more interesting here in a second. We've got to have 40 paladins, and there's cannons from Valis that could push down Tato's castle.
Oh, yeah, he's breaking in, but oh no, Tato is having none of that. Fortified walls and quickly rewalling.
Yeah. Love the fortified wall tech. Both players going to break into one another's bases here. Tato's going to lose his castle.
It kind of looks now it's about who will kill the other first, but well, they're not really diving into these economies.
Yeah. I think Tato has to... He can't dive with Arbs and Halbs. It's too slow. And we see a defensive castle from Valis just in case that happens. So Tato actually has to address this. Tato has 1 on gold right now.
And he's down to 94 villagers.
Yeah.
I mean, he does have the Vitoria, so that compensates a bit, but Valas' economy is much better. And he has the better military? No, Tato has 90 military.
yeah. Tato just has so much army. I think another thing Tato's done a great job at here is production. His unit control is amazing, but he always has more Halbs and Arbs in queue. And so he's taking pretty reasonable trades. Doesn't have Blast Furnace. Blast Furnace would be really helpful for him to research right now. But leaving Tato picking off those cannons from Valis. What is that attack round? Oh, he had Arquebus, I think. I think that might have been it. Anyways.
No, I don't think he did it.
No, he did. He did. I actually remember him researching that a long time ago. Because I thought he was going to go hand cannons after he did that. But it paid off for his bomber cannon there.
Well, if you have to do Teutonic skirmishers.
Whoa. Yeah. Tato, who deleted 3 bomber cannons earlier in this game, deleted his Vitoria.
What?
For more army. That's why he has 90 army and 94 eco. That's really interesting.
I mean, that's definitely interesting. It's something you don't see at all, I think. That's you need to heavily consider that to do that.
Yeah.
But is that a good move? Because I feel like 1 Vitoria is always nice. Well, especially when gold is running low.
In theory, you could add it again once you trade against the Paladins. I think he realizes that the composition for Valis is so expensive, and it's not a good long-term comp. It's a composition that needs to kill Tato now. And so if Tato defends from this, he might be feeling pretty reasonable about his situation, and it looks like he's going to win the series right here.
Okay, I actually take it back. I love this move by Tato. That's a beautiful move.
Wow, that's sick.
Unless it was a misclick.
Unless it was a misclick. True. And Tato, if it was a misclick, don't tell anybody. Just take credit for it. Yeah. Wow, man. Tato truly played insane today.
Yeah, and he's the first finalist of Masters of Arena 7 tomorrow, 14 GMT, guys.
Wow.
Wow, what a set by Tato.
Yeah, that was sick, man. I mean, again, Valis isn't playing bad Age of Empires. Just Tato with all these little decisions here or there. Felt like initially he actually had guessed incorrectly on what Valis would do in this game. You and I are both Teuton fans. Felt like with 4 relics, crenellations, paladins, Teutons could do it. But I think maybe Valis tried to force fights too much here. Like tried to take engagements before he had to. That's probably my big takeaway.
he didn't have enough cannons. It seems. By the way, Tato, thank you so much for the huge raid. Congratulations, man. He must be really happy, and now he will chill and watch his potential opponent in the final.
Yeah. What was res collected in this game? 65.5 for Valis. So Valis collected more food, more gold, but Paladin's just so expensive. Ridiculous performance from Tato.
Yeah, that was insane. Like, I feel like his games today and yesterday were just art, basically. And you are beautiful. And yeah, definitely deserves a spot in the final.
Yep. Good stuff, man. So, I enjoyed casting.
Yeah, it was a pleasure to have you, T90.
Yeah, dude. Good work. Enjoy the cast, and best of luck with the rest of the casting today.
You too, man. Thank you so much for being here. And till next time, good luck with TTL, guys, and T90.
All right. See you, man.
Bye-bye.